Woke up in the land of smiles, sun shining bright. Elephants wandering through the morning light. Temples glow with gold, the air's alive. Thailand's magic got me feeling so high. From the markets buzzing, colors so bold, to the stories in the streets, ancient and old. Every corner's got a vibe, it's calling my name. Cooper's out here, and I'm loving the game. Coopersthaiadventure, oh what a thrill. Chasing the beauty from the sea to the hills. Coopersthaiadventure, can't get enough. Thailand's got my heart, it's the land that I love. It's the land that I love. Golden beach of sand so soft and white. Crystal waves crashing under starlit nights. Snorkel in the cold, dance in the tide. Every moment's a wave, I just wanna ride. Pad thai sizzling, spice lights up my soul. Mango sticky rice, yeah, it makes me whole. Tom Yum's got that kick, flavor so divine. Thailand's food's a feast and it's blowing my mind. Coopersthaiadventure, oh what a thrill. Chasing the beauty from the sea to the hills. Coopersthaiadventure, can't get enough. Thailand's got my heart, sister, my heart. It's the land that I love. It's the land that I love. It's the land that I love. From Chiang Mai's mountains to Koh Samui's shore, every step's a story, I'm craving for more. Smiles all around, the people so kind. Thailand's a treasure that's one of a kind. Floating markets, lanterns in the sky. Festivals that spark like the stars up high.
Hello, tubers. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are. And thank you for coming on and watching Cooper's Thai Adventure live stream with myself, Cooper, and my good and trusty sidekick, Brooke Snitters.
Brooke Snitters. There he goes. Yep.
So it's that time of the year again. Budget time. And coming up to the end of the tax year, and got to file your taxes and budget for your next adventures and your savings and your retirement and all that good stuff. Well, we can report that we're only 3 weeks away from being 3 years here in Thailand. We got here in March.
Yeah, we got there at the end of March. So
okay, 7 weeks away. 7 weeks away then. 7 weeks away from being here 3 years in Thailand. So we thought we'd do another budget review, because our very first budget review that we did on the channel was after we've been here only 3-4 months, and what we were spending after we had taken our wives shopping and accumulated all our stuff.
Yeah, well, you know, it's it's different now than it was back then. The budget now, but other things have changed. Like the Thai baht has changed.
Thai baht's gone down considerably.
Rate. Yeah.
Yeah, it was 37 when we got here.
Inflation is, you know,
now it's
up.
about 31 and a half.
Yeah.
How has that changed in our budgetary terms? Because people want to know.
Yeah.
So who's going to start, me or you?
Go ahead if you want. It's up to you. What do you want?
Well, you're the lower end of the budget, I think. I'm at the higher end.
I mean, I'm the lower end. Well, obviously, and I think Nomad Jack hit the nail on the hand, there's probably a budget here for pretty well everybody.
Mm.
You know, depending on what your expectations are.
Yeah.
You know, somebody mentioned, yeah, you want to definitely have a source of income. That's true. So, yeah, but I would say just overall, you know, you only got 1,000 a month. I don't think you should come. You know,
It's hard, but it's doable.
it's doable, but hard. But oh, geez, you probably rice every day and living in a, you know, maybe not an air conditioned unit. You know, that would be no fun. But I would say on average, probably 1,500 to 3,000 is going to cover pretty well everybody.
Yeah.
There's people here with a lot more than that spend a lot more than that, but you know, it's lifestyle choices. Now, guys like you and me, we don't partake of the ladies of the evening, let's say, and we do have friends that do quite often, and that certainly adds
to the budget.
Well, I know I spoke to the one, and he said he spent 100,000. Well, like at that time, that was
$3,000 a month.
Yeah, probably over. You know,
on
and a
one
single
end of the
guy.
night. Yeah.
Like, Jesus, at that back then, and that was a while ago. I wasn't even spending half that for two of us. So, again, that's a lifestyle choice. You know, if you happen to, you know, like your beers or your whiskey shots, whatever, it is cheaper here by far than the West. But again, that'll add up, and that's not something you and I do a lot of.
No.
Probably social drinks is what we do. But again, like anything, and we've mentioned this in the past, your biggest expense will be your accommodation. You know, and anywhere from a quarter to a third of your budget, I would say.
Yeah.
And, you know, you're going to look on the low side at probably 6,000 a month for a studio, and it's probably not the nicest building, but and you know, you can get a nice ocean view 2-bedroom for 40 or 50,000 baht. You can get villas for in that area quite nice. So, you know, you're in one.
Yeah.
I'm in a 2-bedroom 2-bath in Dusit Grand Park 2. I'm going to be renewing for my 3rd year in the unit. And I'm looking at 24,000 baht. So now just I use a factor of 3. So I multiply that by 3 to get US dollar. For Canadian dollar equivalent, I multiply by 4. And these are rough. And then for Australian by 5. So 3, 4, 5. So that works out about 720 American, about 960 Canadian, and about 1,200 Australian dollars for a 2-bedroom 2-bath, 6th floor, nice balcony, nice view, fairly newer building. I don't know, it's maybe 4 or 5 years old now, but in good shape, and underground parking. So that's where I am. And but again, your choices are many and varied here. You were in a 2-bedroom 2-bath, kind of got me twigged when I saw his, but then now he's in a villa. So do you want me to go through my list, or you want to talk about your accommodation?
You do yours, and then I'll go through my list.
My utilities guys would run about electricity about 2,300 baht a month. So do your 3, 4, 5 times depending where you are listening. I use the U.S. Even though I'm Canadian, as you know, I invest in the U.S. markets solely, and U.S. dollars. So I multiply that by 3 for like $69 a month. And I know my place in Florida, I was paying probably 1.5 times that on a smaller unit by far. Canada was ridiculous, quadruple that, 4 times. My water bill, 600 baht, which is nothing, like $18 a month.
$18, yeah.
Wi-Fi I put in with the utilities, it's 500 baht a month, and I get that's the middle speed, so it's pretty quick. But yeah, so utilities total 3,400. I do add 500 for cell service, so I'm at 500 for that. So the total utilities, including the cell, is 3,900 with that, and that's electric, water, Wi-Fi, and cell service. Now food, I'll send Jackie shopping at Macro once a week. and we get our meats there,
Mhm.
whatever else we need. And it's always a little under 3,000 baht. And so, that's like $90.
Mhm.
But I put in 12,000 for the month.
Right.
Okay. And typically it's a little less than that she would spend each trip. But then she'll go to macro maybe once a month,
Mhm.
it's a couple thousand or whatever there. So add that in. So that's 12,000 on the groceries.
Mhm.
Eating out, I put in 10,000, which is you're gonna eat out, the two of us, for less than 1,000 baht easily.
$30.
Yeah. And I mean the meals here, guys, good meals are 150 to 200 baht each.
$6.
Yeah, and we're not big drinkers,
Yeah.
So you'll eat out more here because the food is cheap and it's good. So 10,000 is plenty to cover that. So, and I count that as my total food expenditure as 22,000. So that's 12,000 groceries, 10,000 eating out for the 22.
Okay.
More than ample, in my opinion.
Mhm.
Transportation costs. Now, you and I both own our scooters or our own transportation. You also have a vehicle. I was renting the first year here at 2,500 a month for a 160 click.
Okay.
And from King, good guy. And so I kind of put that as a figure. Now, since then, I bought a scooter. So that's kind of like an upfront cost. So I don't have that 2,500 monthly, but someone new here.
So it's
could
about
budget.
$75 a month.
Yeah, for that at that time with a factor of 3 US. So
Yeah.
7,500 Canadian, or 1.25 Australian if you do those 3, 4, or 5
Right.
multipliers. Fuel 500 baht a month, ample. Fuel's
Mhm.
cheap here for a bike. Now we do take Bolt taxis. Even Darlena does, and I know Jackie will, and we'll go if we go out for a late night somewhere. I'll take that instead of driving on the the road. So, but I figured Bolt taxi is about 1,000 a month. You pretty well get anywhere for 1 to 1.25. So it's like 2 trips a week, and some
Yeah.
weeks we don't do any. But so transportation total with rental, fuel, and bolts would be about 4,000 total there.
Uh-huh.
Now I did put in, and I'm getting down to a total here at the end. Don't worry. Healthcare at 4,000 baht. Now, healthcare, that's kind of like, I'm talking, my dental. Now, that's a month, 4,000 a month, okay? It's inexpensive here, guys. Really, it is. So, yeah, dental was included, and I just got new eyeglasses, as you know. That's included. These were like 3,000 baht.
$100.
Yeah, like $90. So
Yeah.
hello, pretty cheap. And they do the test on you, and the distance and how, so it's it's professional.
Now
So
that was the glasses plus the lens?
yeah, everything.
Okay.
Yeah.
90.
Now I did get a deal. I bought 2 pairs. So in my case, I would double that. But but 4,000 a month on average, that gives you about 48,000 a year, almost 50. And I know, like, when you go to the hospital here, you're in and out sometimes for 2,000 baht, 2,500 baht.
Yeah.
Sometimes they're 5,000. But you're only going occasionally.
Mhm.
So yeah. And then gym and entertainment, I put at 5,000 a month. I'm not a big entertainment guy, as I said earlier.
Right.
We're not into but that would, the gym's probably 1,000 a month, and then hey, another 4,000 a week if you want to go to a movie, or you want to go bowling, or just throw in something else that you want to do in entertainment, right? You'll find here, the older you get, you tend to, in my case, become a little more of a homebody. I like my afternoon naps, so and I don't like driving at night, so I tend not to go too much when it's dark. But and then the final expense I put in there was miscellaneous
Mhm.
of 5,000 baht a month, and who knows what that's going to be, but pad the thing. And that total then for me was 67,900 Thai baht. Works out about 21.56 in US dollars. Now, that probably puts me in the comfortable lifestyle. I call it comfortable. I
Yeah.
would say the mid to low end upper, mid to the, low end upper, as far as an average. I don't suffer for anything. We don't.
Mhm.
That's for 2 of us. Okay. Now, what's not included, okay, you know, my visa renewals. Okay, so you know, you want to budget something for that. I would estimate that would be 12 to 1500 a month.
Mm-hmm.
Bought, that is, you know.
Yeah.
Your flight's home. Are you going to take a flight home? Well, I haven't been home in 3 years. I'm not sure I want to go, but at some point I probably might. I did fly to Australia. Well, that's not included in these. So, and I suppose what I'm getting at is, you know, that's kind of like without these extras that I'm talking about now. So, you know, you want to have a rainy day fund, a savings fund.
Yeah.
Some people, they just want to travel Asia. They want to go to Vietnam. They want to go to Malaysia, Indonesia, whatever, Bali. Well, bingo, that's going to be extra over and above the budget I've put in there.
Right.
So, you know, things like that aren't included. When you come here, guys, you're going to need deposits on your accommodation. Typically, you're going to need 2 months damage deposit, you know,
and then 1 month rent.
And 1 month rent. So there's 3 months that you got to figure up front. If you're like you and you're buying a vehicle, that's an upfront charge. I ended up buying a bike, so that came, you know, that came out of the extra, you know, savings and that. But yeah, in a nutshell, that's kind of what my budget is. And when it's funny, I wasn't thinking much about it. I was just putting down the lines, doing the totals, and then when I summarized it, I said, yeah, that's about bang on what I had figured. So now, interesting. 3 years ago, Coop, I was figuring about 1,800, 15 to 18. And if you go back in the videos, you'll see that. But then again, I was in a 1-bedroom.
Yes.
At 10. So, you know, there's a difference. And so, yeah, but again, it's on lifestyle. You can do obviously less expensive budgets here with less expensive accommodations, let's say. I'm figuring on 2 people. So, you know, my food budget's probably a little higher than a single guy would be. And you can actually eat out here pretty damn cheap. You know, I don't know. I like a chicken fried rice deal. Well, it's 50 baht, like $1.50, and that'll fill you for, you know, 1 of your 2 meals a day if you're inclined. But yeah, anyways, I'll shut up now.
Okay, my turn. So Brooke lives in a 2-bedroom condo about, what would you say, 2.5, 3 blocks from the beach, Brooke?
Yeah.
I live in a 3-bedroom pool villa about a block away from the beach. Okay, so you'll get a comparison between the two. So for my 3-bedroom pool villa, the rent is 42,000 baht a month. Cheapest I can find in the area.
Okay.
That equates to $1,335 a month. Electric, my electric runs between 5,000 and 6,000 baht a month. Okay, more than yours because the pump is running a lot for the pool.
Call you Mr. Large.
So that, I've rounded it up. Whenever I've got a figure like that, I always round up to be on the safe side. So that equates to $191 a month for electric. My water, however, is cheaper than yours. My water is only 250 baht a month on average, which is $8 for my water bill. And that includes the pool guy coming around twice a week, topping up the pool, because in the humidity and the heat, the water evaporates and they got to constantly top it up. And it's still only $8 a month. And that's with us taking 2 showers a day, using the wash machine every day, and the pool. So I think that's a pretty good deal there. Now, I do have a car and I have a motorbike. So for my car, my fuel for my car runs on diesel. I pay 4,000 baht a month on average, 1,000 baht a week to run it. And that works out $127 a month in gasoline. Pretty reasonable there. My bike, I don't use my bike as often as you do. I only use it once a week when we go out on a Thursday for the bike rides. So I'm putting in about 100 baht a week for fuel, which equates to 400 baht a month, $13 a month for fuel for me to run the bike. My grocery bill runs me about 8,000 baht a month, so $250 for groceries. Because when we initially came here, we were eating out more than we were eating in. Now I think it's gone 50-50. One day we eat in, next day we eat out. So we're eating out on average 3 days a week now, Monday, Wednesday, and Fridays. And my eating out budget is we go to the clubhouse twice a week for breakfast and dinner. So 8 meals there a month runs me $127 for the month for both Darlene and I. So if you wanted that per person, that would be $63.50.
Call bullshit on that. You can't eat out like that's too cheap. You're going to spend more than that.
Darlene's on 1 meal a day. She don't eat out at Clubhouse. She's on her diet. She's been on her diet.
That's
for
all
months.
you go out to eat is clubhouse breakfast
Once a week.
Yeah.
And then we go to A&Ek, which I got that here. We pay 1,200 baht a month for that, which is $38 because the average bill in A&Ek is about 200 baht, $6 for the two of us. It's
Okay.
incredibly cheap. You've been there, you know.
Yeah. No, that's good.
Yeah. So total $165 a month for
What about-
eating out.
What about your bike ride out?
My bike ride, I told you, 400 baht for the gasoline.
No, the meal.
The meal that comes down. Further. Okay, I broke that down as well. That's an additional 200 baht every week.
Well done.
800 baht. Okay, so that is in there as well. Now, I also budgeted for the retirement visa. So every month we put 3,000 baht aside. That's 1,500 baht for me, 1,500 baht for Darlene.
Yeah.
Okay, which is $95 a month for both of us for our retirement visa. Break that down, that's $47.50 a month each.
Good.
Okay, we go to play badminton every week on Wednesday with a bunch of our subscribers. That only costs 150 baht a month.
Cheap.
That's it, to play badminton.
Entertainment.
Yeah, for an hour every Wednesday, 4 times a month.
Yeah.
150
good
baht,
exercise.
$5. Okay. So my total, adding all that up, is $2,189
Ooh.
a month.
Good. Very good.
Now, I do have an additional $300 miscellaneous, which covers our mobile phones and also our home internet.
That's not in that total?
No, that's miscellaneous that would round it up to $24.89.
Say 25 then.
Yeah, say
Okay.
25, $300
Okay.
miscellaneous
Hmm.
that I budget for each month. Now, I'm not taking into account that we go on a cruise every 6 months.
Yeah.
Darlene and I go on a cruise. That's our savings, okay, that we use for that. But my budget for Thailand is 3,000 a month.
Okay.
So I'm staying within that 3,000. I'm able to save $500 a month
For emergency, I guess.
for emergency.
Yeah.
Now, also in that miscellaneous, on top of that miscellaneous is $200 a month for medical insurance. So which means I'm able to save $300 a month.
Okay.
And that's how we do it.
Okay.
And
So your budget's 3,000 with a little bit of
sometimes I go
savings.
over.
Yeah.
When we're going on cruises and holidays, but we have our savings for that
Okay.
in the bank.
Yeah. Okay.
And then I also have extra money coming in from my dividends, from my stocks each month. So feasibly, I could live on 4,000 and save nothing. But I don't do that. I try and pocket the difference. So I'm saving $1,300 a month. My total
Oh, well
income
done.
is 4,000
Well done.
total. So I'm saving $1,300 a month. That includes $200 a month that's in there for my medical insurance renewal.
Yeah.
I save it up every month, but we're putting $1,300 aside, not touching it every single month.
Well, good. Yeah.
So we can afford to go on cruise ships, vacations, visit the kids. The kids can come over here and so forth. But I mean, I think 2,189 for a 3-bedroom pool villa and all the expenses with running a car and a motorbike is pretty good.
Yeah. Yeah. Now you're missing some out of that though.
I'm missing a couple things. I couldn't remember the price for the renewal for the insurance for the bike, which is, I did check just before the live stream, but I didn't write it down. It's 1,500 baht a year for the tax and the insurance on the bike, which is what's a $45 a year.
Yeah, pretty reasonable.
Yeah. So I didn't put in there. That's one-off expense once a year. And then also the insurance for the car runs at 20,000 baht for the year, which is $600 as well. I didn't put in that.
I know you're different
but if
than
you
me.
break that down, that's probably an extra $55 a month.
Yeah, I don't see the need for a vehicle here.
No.
With the bolts being so cheap, meaning the taxis, guys. I mean, you can get boat rides 80 baht, 100 baht, 120 baht, and it'll take you anywhere you want to go. And that's like $3, guys. So why own a vehicle? Keep the money earning. Scooters, I do love scooters.
Yeah.
Yeah. And so that's, for me, is all really you need. The big expense, again, will be accommodations. I wouldn't buy, not initially, guys, when you're here, just rent. There's so many availabilities of rentals, more coming. And it's funny, I was speaking to a guy today, Coop, at the coffee shop, Davey, my buddy, and he says, look, Brooke, he thinks there's going to be a market correction in real estate in Thailand.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
Now, his reasoning is this, and it did make a little sense when he said it. Look at these projects we see are everywhere. And I mean big units. And yet, when you look at the high season, it's not like other years. It's been going kind of down.
Yeah, it is down.
Yeah, since, say, COVID, shortly after maybe. But his point was, look at Brooke. He's pretty sure, and I tended to agree with him, that these projects were designed and committed to prior to this drop off in tourism, or, you know, markets maybe correcting. So they were on the drawing board, committed to financing whatever. So you really can't stop those. Like, what are you going to do? Abandon them? No. So you're going to have to see them through to the end. And yet, where's the demand going to come from? And, you know, so the long and short is, look, there's going to be such a huge supply of, say, rentals or, you know, units for sale. Yeah, maybe he's got a point. Maybe there might be a correction in the real estate market. So I think the long and short of his point was, keep renting for now. You shouldn't see appreciation in your rents. In fact, you might see a reduction in sale prices on units, condos, should that happen. I mean, if there's a worldwide correction in, say, the markets, well, guess what? Thailand ain't going to be insulated. It'll be affected.
Oh, yeah.
You know, so anyone looking to buy, maybe hold, you know, keep your powder dry and rent for now, because there'll definitely be deals on the rentals, and maybe you'll end up picking up a deal if you want to buy. So
yeah. Now, as Brooke said in the beginning of this live stream, folks, $1,500 baht to $1,500 to $2,000 a month is the ideal budget. Bear in mind, we're couples. Okay, so Brooke's married, I'm married. Our budgets are a bit higher for a married couple here. Now, if you're dating a local woman, obviously you don't have to get her a retirement visa or pay for her visa. She's legally allowed to live here without a visa. She's a citizen. So that could be taken into account, and that would be, you know, a 30,000 baht, $1,000 a year discount, you know, savings compared to us, where we have to pay for our spouse's visa.
Yeah, I think, like, my renewal, I think the total for the two of us was a little over 30,000.
That's what 30,000.
Yeah,
I'm basing that $1,000.
That's $900. Okay, well,
yeah,
all right,
yeah,
$75 a month.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So that would be a savings for you right there, compared to us. We do have subscribers out here that are on $1,000 and under $1,000 a month. We know several of them that are in that position.
Yep.
They're staying in the cheaper condos.
Correct.
That are 8,000 baht a month rent
or less
for one bedroom.
Yep.
So you can find them here in that price range. 8,000 baht. What's that?
$240.
$240 a
Yep.
month. Yeah.
And they'll use
Roughly.
fans instead of heavy electric. I mean, they've kind of lived that way probably all their life, Coop,
Yeah.
is my point of view. And they're friendly. I mean, you know, I quiz them. How do you do this? But they don't eat at like Peaky Blinders. You know what I mean? Like that, those meals, a nice steak, there's $30. They wouldn't even think about that. 1,000 baht. Oh, Jesus. That's their weekly budget for meals. You know what I mean? Maybe. So, but yeah, you can do that here. And you know, the weather's ideal. So the benefits are, hey, you got beautiful weather, friendly people, you know, no crime rate, so to speak. So yeah, you can
Free
do that.
pool, free gym, free parking.
Yeah. Yep.
Beautiful.
They can use all that.
You can
without
use all
extra.
that.
Yeah.
Don't have to worry about it. You park in your scooter in the basement, or you got covered parking at the condo.
Yeah.
You have a car, again, free parking. There's no additional charge for parking in Thailand, which is absolutely great because it's completely the opposite in the Philippines, as you and I both know.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we do have people that are on $800 to $1,000 a month and surviving.
Yep.
And then we have subscribers that are making over $10,000 a month and living the life of Riley.
I think like one of our good friends is kind of what I would call almost a penthouse. And he's paying the most I know. I think it's
Out of anybody.
What is it, 60 or 70?
60,000 a month.
60,000 a month. So, and that's not a big deal to him. What is that, 1,800 American? He'd be paying triple that back home.
Yeah.
Or more, you know.
He's got 2 cars and 3 motorbikes too.
Yeah, underground and
yeah.
secured. So
yeah, but he's
Now,
done very well on his life.
one thing I should mention, and it's probably never really spoke of that in these budget things. If you come here and you're a single guy and you meet a Thai lady, there's a good chance you're going to be expected to support, you know, her or possibly maybe partly the family.
If you're asking her to stop working.
Yeah, or even move in, or, you know, it depends. Like, what was she doing? She obviously was making some money if she was, you know, working, or as you say, you know, a breadwinner of some sort. So yeah. So, but here's the good news. That isn't typically a lot of money. It could be 10 to 15,000 baht a month. So
$300 to $450 a month.
$300 to $450 a month.
Yeah.
So, you know, now some, oh, no, I'm just going there myself, to heck with it. Yeah, everyone maybe will say that, but boy, the ladies here are quite beautiful, as they are everywhere on the planet, you know, for the most part. But that you might just find yourself happier with a relationship, and that will probably be part of it in most cases. So keep that in mind.
Yeah.
And but yeah.
So the difference between a 2-bedroom condo 2 blocks away from the beach, a 3-bedroom pool villa a block away from the beach, is only about $200 a month difference.
Yeah, it's not.
So it's not a huge difference between your expenditure, monthly outgoings, and mine.
No, you're paying a lot more for your accommodation, obviously, but then hey, you got your private pool, you got your gated villa, and you're in a huge villa. I mean, I'm in a 2-bedroom, 2-bath, but it's only 63 meters. I don't know what you got here, probably, you know,
220.
Yeah, 220, probably, almost 4 times as big. So yeah, there's pros and cons. Now, it's just at my stage of life, being 73, I like my condo. I can shut the door and go anywhere. I don't have to worry. You kind of can do that too in a way here, but I got the underground parking, and it's nice, and you know, you got shaded parking, so that's not a deal. We got the pools, got your private pool, so yeah. There's pros and cons of both.
Yeah. So moving on along, before we get into the comments, folks, and get your thoughts on our budgets and your budgets, and we'll talk about them too. So go ahead and let us know, and we can go over them with you as well. The other thing I wanted to mention is today is the last day of the election. Well, tomorrow is the last day of the election in Thailand. The bars are closed in Pattaya and Jomtien for
Tonight.
tonight.
Okay, good.
Okay, from 6 p.m. tonight till 6 p.m. tomorrow night,
Tomorrow night.
because they don't want people drinking when they're voting and voting for the wrong party. So the announcement will be made on Monday. There is no live stream on Monday from Coopersthaiadventure because it's the Super Bowl and we're going to be watching it. Yeah, we're not going to miss that. It's on at 6:30 in the morning. Our live stream starts at 8 o'clock in the morning. Super Bowl goes on for 3 hours.
No.
So not going to happen. So we'll be back on Wednesday with a full update on Wednesday's live stream, what's happened in the markets. And then on Saturday next week, we'll be back and let you know what's happened in the election. Who's won? Who's the majority? Do they have a prime minister now? Or is it a coalition government as before? And what they're going to be doing. It'll be all out in the news next week. So I'll give you a full rundown on that on Saturday next week. So without further ado, let's get into the comments and hear everybody's thoughts.
Michael Villa, good morning from the USA. Go Patriots. There's an NFLer. That being said, Coop, things change so much in Thailand. I have to maybe rethink everything. Too much unreliable government. Well, not really. It doesn't affect you here.
No, you still get a retirement visa if you're over 50. That hasn't changed. You can still come here for 6 months of the year without a visa, you know, and you can still get a DTV visa and stay for 5 years, you know, so nothing's really changed in that side of things.
I haven't noticed, like in 3 years here, how many prime ministers? Well, who cares?
3,
you know?
4?
Yeah, I haven't hasn't changed my lifestyle one bit.
Yeah,
and
nothing's changed in that side of things.
Like, sure, prices are up a little bit on some of the food items, and you know, not so much on the rents, although you know you can. But yeah, don't believe the FUD out there about government this and that, and a lot of these announcements and big statements by some YouTubers about Thailand's changing the visas and they're doing this, they're doing that, and well, hey,
clickbait.
Yeah, clickbait, guys. Even the banking, I was with Bangkok Bank. I never had an issue with my bank. Jackie never had an issue with hers. Now, a lot of guys did, so maybe they were recent arrivees, who knows, and there was some issues, but that's been corrected. I haven't heard any issues on the banking at all in the last few months, so, you know. But the good news, I do have 2 bank accounts now, Bangkok being one of them. So do you, I think.
Yeah, I got 2 as well. We got our first shout out, and it's to Michael Villa, bought us 3 coffees and says, have to say I've been following the channel for 2 years. Well done. Thank you, Michael. I feel as though you both are my friends. I will shake your hand someday. And it'll be a pleasure to meet you.
Mikey the man.
When
thank
you get out here,
Michael.
Mikey.
Yes.
And thank you for the 3 coffees. Much appreciated. Helping to support the channel.
And just on that comment, I haven't met anybody yet. I'm getting the heck out of Thailand.
No.
Everyone you meet and their expats are all tickled pink they're here. And if they're going back, it's for a specific purpose or reason. And boy, they sure are looking forward to coming back once they're, you know.
See, the problem is in Thailand, and it's the same everywhere on the planet, folks. The governments in Thailand can't get along with the opposition parties. You say the same thing in Canada, Australia, England, Europe, America. Republicans and Democrats.
Oh, yeah.
Hate each other in government, you know. Labor and conservatives in England hate each other and always going back and forward, you know. I don't know what your 2 parties are in Canada.
Liberals and conservatives.
Liberals and conservatives. Do they get along?
No, well, no.
Exactly. So it's the same all over the world. Thailand's no different, folks.
Although with Trump going after them, there is talk from both ex-leaders of the parties, you know, the old guys. Maybe it's time to come together. You know what I mean?
I hope so. Why can't everybody get along? Moving along, next comment from
Nomad Jack and the lovely Pinky. Good morning, CBD and gang. I think there's a budget for any retirement income. Yep. Key is to have steady monthly income.
Yes.
True. Good point.
Yeah. Have your monthly income, repatriate it to Thailand. Don't have to worry about it.
Yeah.
You know, your visa will be cheaper on renewal. I am currently doing the monthly income rather than the 800,000 bought in the bank for for the first time.
Yep.
Now in Thailand, I'm now eligible to do it. So I'll be giving a full report on that, how it goes next month, because my retirement visa is up for renewal next month, and how it went.
Yeah. Coop does it different than me. He prefers to put the monthly amount in each month.
Yeah.
That's required in order not to have to pay an exorbitant fee to, say, an agent, right? On me, in the other case, I prefer agents to handle all my paperwork. I don't want to get involved. Send me the bill. You know what I mean? And I know in advance what the bill is. And to me, I'd rather, bring money here when I need it, not just leave it here, because you get no interest on your money here.
Yeah.
Yeah, but Coop will get into that. Michael Villa, Panama is looking okay. Well, some people like Panama. You only need $1,000 a month in income. I think even there for that money, I've been to Panama once. It's not expensive there, but yeah. I don't think it's quite as nice as Thailand. Infrastructure is not as good, in my opinion. Yeah.
And then what sort of accommodation are you going to be staying in on a budget of $1,000 a month compared to Thailand?
Yeah. I think wherever you go, it's good, guys, to have expats around. As my nephew found out when he went to the province here in Thailand to meet the girlfriend's family, he was the only English-speaking guy in the whole village. And there was one room with aircon, that bedroom that he slept in. That was it. So he said, 3 days of that and you're ready to get the heck home. So yeah, my point is get somewhere where there's expats, make some friends. And, Coop always talks about a battle buddy. That's a good idea. And people to chat with. And yeah. Terry Fallon from Bancroft. Good evening. It's a balmy minus 23 degrees centigrade with a wind chill minus 40 in Bancroft today. Wow.
Ooh, cold.
Nippy.
33 degrees here Celsius.
He'll have the old wood stove fired up. Just humming. Good, Terry. We'll see you here soon, hopefully. Heath McDaniel. Good evening from Southeast Tennessee. Driving to my passed away brother's house, having a foundation check. So be mostly listening to you guys. Okay, well. Hope the check goes fine. And
yeah. And thank you for listening in the background while you're going about your daily business. Much appreciated.
Southeast Tennessee. Good day from around the corner, says Roger with a small D. With a big D.
Hello, Roger.
Yeah.
See, Terry Fallon. Hello, Roger.
Bare Knuckles. Who we got in the Super Bowl? We got Seattle.
And
well, New England, but I'm kind of hoping Seattle. New England's won it a lot. Seattle did win it once, so at least.
So you're rooting for the underdogs.
Well, it's funny. The underdog probably is
the favorite.
New England.
Yeah.
Yeah. But like Seattle came from nowhere, really. I will say this, though. That coach in New England, he's a sharp guy, that Vrabel. He's been there before, done that. So he might have those guys just pumped.
Yeah. Now, I'm not rooting for anybody. I'm just going to watch the game.
Oh, well, okay.
Yeah.
I get into it, yeah. David Lowe, there he is. No matter your budget, it's still way more affordable to retire in Thailand, and clicking the like button didn't cost me anything. So win-win. There he goes. Thank you for that, David. I do 5 months for now, but looking for a permanent place here. Yeah, he loves it here. And listen, guys, whatever we tell you in figures, because, when I'm doing my figures, I think back, Jesus, imagine what I paid back in the West.
Yeah.
Like my electric bill was nuts. My water bill was nuts. And you come here and you think, what the Christ? How can things be so cheap? But it is.
Yeah.
Which means I'm able to save more, invest more, things I like to do.
Yeah.
So, and you're the same.
I am.
Yeah.
And I was speaking to two of our subscribers and good friends today. And they were telling me for their house in the US, they were paying $400 a month for water, $500 a month for electricity.
Christ.
That is $900 right there. And then they were paying for gas on top because they had a gas stove.
Oh, boy.
And so they're paying roughly $1,000 a month out. Just on their normal expenses without, they owned the house, so there was no rent. But $1,000 a month, my God, that's a 2-bedroom condo here. For just $200 more, you're in a 3-bedroom pool villa like I am.
Yeah. My place in Florida, in 10 years, Coop, my property taxes doubled and my homeowner fees tripled. You know, like you can see the writing on the wall. They ain't going down after that. And I just, yeah. And this is, and it's funny, I kept that place for an extra year after arriving here. I just think, what if I don't like it? I can go back to Florida for the winter, you know, but I didn't need to.
Yeah.
You know, but hey. Yep.
East versus West.
Rodney Alstead. Good morning, Coop, Darlene, and Brooke, and the rest of the crew.
Good morning to you, Rodney. And good morning to you too, David. Good day,
Roger
Terry.
with a D. Good day, Terry. Yep. Michael Viola, doesn't your income have to be $2,000 a month?
Yes. If you're going to do it the monthly way, which is 65,000 baht. Okay. 65,000 baht is just under $2,000 right now. So yeah, you have to show that deposit going in the bank every month if you want to do the monthly way. If you want to put 800,000 baht of your savings into a Thai bank and don't touch it, leave it there, then you don't have to show any monthly income whatsoever.
Correct.
There's no requirement.
Yeah.
If you got the 800,000, there's no requirement. I don't want to leave 800,000 baht in the bank here in Thailand. I get almost nothing on interest on it, less than 1%.
Okay.
So I'd rather have that in the stock market earning me money on dividends and have my monthly money come into Thailand, which is over over the $2,000 a month threshold.
Yeah. Yeah. I wouldn't bring in 65,000. Maybe the odd month if something come up, but so yeah, to me, and the thing is that if you miss 1 month with that, too bad. They don't give you the credit for the, even though you'd make it up, say, the next month thinking you're okay. No.
Yeah, it's got to be every month religiously, but it can be any day during that month.
Yep.
So if, for example, February, we got 28 days in February. It can go in on the 1st of February, it can go in on the 28th of February. As long as it hits in the month of February,
Yeah.
You're good.
Probably do the 15th of every month, and then
you're you ain't got nothing to worry about.
And speaking of that, guys, yeah, look into getting something like a Wise card for, you know, your exchange and your money access. I've always talked about having a plan A, plan B, plan C to access money. There was people in a bit of a panic when their bank account got frozen at Bangkok Bank. This going back months ago, you know,
6 months plus ago.
Well, they didn't have any plan A, B, or C figured out. They were just going to put the money into the one bank and pull it out. Well, hey, guess what? The bank's froze. Well, what do I do for money? Well, it ain't my problem. So, you know, Wise is separate from any bank here, so you know you can access it at any ATM and you know pull money out. So, but yeah, have your plans, redundancies.
Always good to have a backup plan.
Yep. Euro Fritz, good evening, lads, from the Gold Coast, Australia. I know that area
Hello
well.
from the Gold Coast.
Yeah.
Welcome to the live stream, buddy.
I was down in Palm Beach not that long ago. Surfers Paradise area, even. Ernesto Jones, good evening, CBD and gang. I agree with Nomad Jack. Have a budget and a monthly income.
Yes.
Yeah.
Have your income and then have a budget that's workable within that income.
Yep. A lot of you will get pensions. I know with the Americans, if they're, I think, over 67 or something, I think you can get it early to 62 even. Social Security is called. It pays pretty good. Canadians, we get, you know, a bit of a Canada pension. Depends what you paid in. Old age, everybody gets the same. You probably need a little more than that to live here. So, yeah, figure out what you're getting that's consistent and certain, guys, and then you have to make up the rest either through, you know, savings or, in my case, investing to make a profit. So yeah. But that's what you'll be living on. Roger with a D. My monthly budget is 1,800. There you go. So for the last month,
1,800 US.
US. Yeah.
Yeah. And he's a single man living by himself, and he's having a great time.
Yeah, he's met a nice lady here, I think, and
Yeah.
but she's working, so that's less cost for him. But he'll treat when they go out for a meal or whatever. So
And he goes on and says, that's for 2 people.
okay, there you
So
go.
that's
Bingo.
for both of
Yeah.
them. Yeah.
And I mean, Roger does everything. I mean, he eats out every time we go out. He's there. He
Yeah.
goes on the bike rides with us. He doesn't suffer for anything.
No.
And he loves it here.
Mm.
He's from Australia, and I don't think he really wants to go back too much. I don't blame him.
No, I don't either. I don't want to go back
He's a good guy.
to the US. No, I'm happy here.
Javon Styles, there he is. CBD, always good to see you both on screen. I'm over here dealing with neck whiplash from the crypto market. Will be boots on the ground as soon as my uncle's home sells. This budget talks helps us. Yeah.
I think it's going to help a lot of people.
I think Bitcoin's 68.9 now.
Yeah, it's doing well. We'll talk about that more on Wednesday. And some fantastic news came out Friday. So we'll discuss that more on Wednesday's live stream Market Watch Wednesday.
Nice.
But yeah, it's good to talk budget because things do change. When you initially come here, you're going to spend more than what you're going for your initial startup.
Sure.
You got the 2 months deposit. You got the 1 month rent in the front. You're going to want to buy things to make your life a little bit more comfortable. Maybe you need to buy a toilet brush. Maybe you need to buy some sponges and stuff for the sink.
Vacuum cleaner.
Maybe a vacuum cleaner, a mop.
Rice cooker, kettle, maybe.
Maybe you're someone that likes to, have fresh coffee rather than instant coffee. You want a coffee percolator. You might buy one of them. You might buy a small rug for in front of the sofa so you can put your feet down on a soft rug while you're watching your TV or you're playing your video games or you binge watching Netflix, whatever it is you're doing. Things like that you may want to initially pay out on. What I found in Thailand is the mattresses here are incredibly hard. It feels like to me sleeping on the floor.
Well, it does it. Now, some
Thai
guys,
mattresses,
guys are on, they find out too late it's bad mattress, too much of a banana mattress, too old.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So what you may want to do is go out and buy a memory foam topper
take it with
to
you.
put it on the mattress.
Or a new mattress. Take it
Or
with
a
you.
new mattress.
Yeah.
And you can get a man with a van here, for 1,000 baht to
cheap.
move you from one area, jumped into another if you want to change condo. It's super cheap, $30.
You can buy your lazy boys here, guys. So if that's what you want to sit in,
if you want a recliner,
take it with you.
take it with you. Man with a van will move it.
Yep.
Yeah. We got subscribers that moved all their stuff. They bought a bunch here in Jomtien and then moved to Hua Hin and moved their whole house over to Hua Hin for 3,000 baht. Well, that's the other side of the damn sea.
Mm-hmm.
The other side of the Gulf of Thailand. And a 4-hour drive by car.
Yeah.
So $100.
I think Coop's point is there'll be startup expenses. We maybe haven't focused in the monthly budget because we're assuming, hey, we're here, we're settled.
No.
Our deposit's paid, we're in our condos or villas. But when you get here, guys, you're going to need that startup money. And that's kind of almost a separate budget, believe it or not. You'll need your agent's fees or visa fees. You'll need your, things you need when you get a condo because they'll come with a basic set of forks and knives. But other than that, you'll probably, want extra pans and that. So, but that'll be fine. Take it with you.
Yeah. But so this is the reason we did this budget today. So we can tell you, because now we've settled in, we've got everything we need for our homes. We don't need to go out and buy anything else unless something breaks. And then we need to replace it. Maybe the picture tube on the TV goes off and I need to buy a new TV, unexpected, whatever. That's why I have the rainy day fund. But other than that, it's just our day-to-day cost of living now.
Yeah. I got the same phones I had when I arrived. That's, for 3 years I've had them. I have about one iPad. I know it was 329 bucks American.
Yeah.
So, it wasn't the end of the world. But now TVs have been fine. Still got the same ones.
Yeah.
Did buy that box. That
Wiz
was
TV box.
but that was cheap. That was like what, $30?
$30,
Yeah.
$1,000.
Now the subscription was about 90, I think, for the year. So, but hey, that's what,
$90 a year to
Yeah.
watch all your favorite channels. back
$7,
home.
50 cents a month. So that'll be lumped into the miscellaneous I gave you earlier.
Yeah.
Brian Barbarick, there he is. Said Terry Fallon, that is very, very cold. I may die there. Here in Durban, South Africa, it's 3:15 p.m. in the afternoon and hot and humid. Well, 29 degrees Celsius ain't bad.
It's cooler than it is here.
Yeah, people on the beach. I'm going surfing later. Keep warm. It's funny, when you get here, you get acclimated.
Yes.
And I told the story again today. Like there was a Canadian guy I met. He had for first time, I think, but he oh geez, I'm not sure about it's hot. And I said, look, we got here at the end of March.
Yeah.
And it was hot. It was hot. Holy
Yeah.
Jesus, Coop. My God, this is humid. Boy, you ran for the shade. But Jesus, 6 months later, geez, I'm starting to like this warmth here. And now 3 years, you don't want cold. You
No.
don't want to see snow. And so I told him, I said, you'll get to love it. And the days are so nice. You get up here every morning, it's the same.
Yeah.
Which I like that because it's, you know what you can count on.
Mm.
So the weather is, yeah, you'll love the weather.
I do.
Terry Fallon, our biggest expense here is for groceries, $1,200 a month for 2 people.
$1,200
Oh
a
my
month.
Lord, yeah.
And mine is $250 a month. Groceries. And then eating out on top. So that's $350, $400, about $410 a month. And that includes eating out. Groceries and eating out.
Terry
So
goes on to say he eats steak twice a month and a lot of chicken and ground beef for meat.
Yeah.
Yeah. Here you can do well. I mean, yeah, maybe 20% of that would be your budget.
Well, my budget, what I'm
And
spending
you'd
a
eat
month
steak once a week easily. When that
is a third of what he's paying.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, mine's probably 20% or that.
Yeah.
But you can eat like I had one of the best steaks I ever had here.
El
And-
Gaucho.
Yeah. Well, no, it was at that Peaky Blinders.
Better than El Gaucho?
As good, Coop.
I've had
And
steak there. I didn't.
Well, Gaucho, don't get me wrong, that was great steak, but it was double the money. You know, for
Yeah,
half
you're
the
paying-
price, I'll go
yeah.
to Peaky Blinders. I don't know there's that much difference, you know. And it's not a la carte like El Gaucho. They want a 250 baht for a baked potato at El Gaucho. It's included in your $9.95, you know, 1,000 baht meal. So that's like under $30 or $30 for
Yeah, it's a
steak.
good deal.
And it's
Yeah.
a big steak. It was good.
Mm.
So yeah, it's more affordable here, definitely. Brian Barber, hi Cooper and Brooke and Darlene and Jackie. Enjoy your day. Hit that like button, folks. Make Darlene smile.
Yes, please. It's free. 104 people watching. Pound the thumbs up. It's free.
Wowzer.
If you enjoyed the information we're giving you on the channel.
Terry Fallon at Brian Barber, trying to got the wood stove cooking. Robert Pierpont, Terry Fallon. Where is here? Bancroft. Okay. That's Northern Ontario. I'm in the Midwest and spend $200 to $225 per month on food for just myself. Okay, well, all right. Yeah, a month I may spend $250. Midwest, well, okay.
Yeah.
Food's cheap out there.
So $250 for himself. I'm spending $250 for 2 people.
Okay.
50% savings.
Yeah, well, I spoke to my daughter in Southern Ontario there 3 days ago, and food prices are absolutely nuts in Southern Ontario.
Mm.
Like it's hundreds of dollars for a shopping cart to get out of the store.
Yeah.
It's crazy. You know, $8 for like 2 or 3 peppers. Like, hello.
Yeah.
Bancroft, Terry's in Bancroft, Ontario. Yep.
Dang, wow. Yeah.
Yeah. My Thai Paradise. Hello, CBD and gang. Thank you for all the value you give all of us. Keep up the good work. Love you guys very much. You are the reason my future in the land of smiles is in the land of smiles. Hope I can help you in the future. Well, that would be nice. Yeah.
And thank you for that. Kim is his
Good
first
guy.
name. Very nice guy from Denmark.
Yep.
He goes on to say,
You are important for my decision.
Yeah.
I think part of it is having our group.
that's what he said to me.
Yeah, we're friendly people. Always open, have an ear.
He
To
said,
listen.
joining your channel, he says, I made instant friends day one of arriving here
Yeah.
because of your channel and
Well,
the community that you built.
good friend of mine, Paul, said to me one time, he said, I don't know if I would have made it on my own here.
Yeah.
You know, found our group and said, Jesus, it's because of you. You know, he arrived and the next day was at the meet and greet. So definitely come to those guys. And he got a few numbers of fellow compatriots and just that made the day, made the trip.
Yep.
So yeah, having a support network, call it what you want, having the group is great.
And I don't know anybody else in Thailand doing this.
No.
I think we're the only ones.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Join the Facebook page too, guys, because you'll get every question answered on there.
The only requirement is you be a subscriber to our YouTube channel, which are both free. We don't charge, guys. You can't beat it. It's free information.
That's a fact. Jack, Javon Styles, I had a very eye-opening talk with Mr. Singh. He's the best last night about everyone's visa applications. That's who I use. We both do.
I do.
Turns out it'll be more affordable than I budgeted for. Did I mention he's the best? So there you go.
Yeah.
There's lots of agents here, all kinds, really.
Yeah.
And prices all over the map. But we have found with Mr. Singh that he knows his stuff, speaks fluent languages, including English
and Thai.
And Thai. Good. And if there's a way to do something, let's say out of the ordinary, you know, I was told by visa agents, oh, we don't handle a marriage thing.
Marriage visas. Yeah. We went to 4 or 5 agents. And
that's before we found
thing.
Singh. Singh was the only guy. He says, oh, no, that's easy.
I can do that.
Handle it.
No problem.
Shit. Yeah. So been with him ever since. Definitely recommend him.
Yeah.
He'll give you a free consult too, guys. David Lowe, car and house insurance and electricity in the U.S. is more than your whole budget here for most Americans. True that.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, owning a house now in Florida, if you're a snowbird, good luck. You'll be paying the highest taxes, maintenance, homeowner fees, and a lot of them are selling that. They got to get out. California, the same way, taxing the heck out of them.
Let's say you're in America.
Yeah.
You're working, you're earning $8,000 a month, $2,000
That'd be
a week.
nice.
Yeah. You come up to retirement. Company says you have to retire now. You're at that age. Time to retire. You're getting your Social Security. Your Social Security is $1,800 a month.
Ooh.
That's a heck of a drop from $8,000 a month.
Yeah. You better been saving.
That's a 75% drop, Brooke.
Yep.
A lot of Americans can't cope with that big drop. Okay, they've got their house paid off. Maybe they got the car paid off. They got a bit of savings, but their savings ain't going to last long. They're going to soon pile through that.
Same in Canada.
Yeah.
All
So that's why a lot of Americans are reaching out to us saying, Coop, I got $1,800 Social Security a month. Can I survive in Thailand? I'm saying, hell yeah.
Yeah.
Easy.
Yeah, you could.
Easy.
Yeah.
And that's what transportation, having a scooter as well to run around.
Yeah,
with.
we budgeted that in there.
We budgeted it all in there.
Yeah. Keep in mind, it's not the startup money. So hopefully you got a bit of savings, you know.
Yeah.
I mean, even if you had a secure income of 15 to 2,000 a month, whether it's through pensions or whatever, you don't need a whole lot of other savings. You know, you'd want to have hopefully 25,000 or, you know, more because you will have startup costs.
Yeah.
And you always want a rainy day emergency fund. Got to get a plane ride back or whatever, you know, medical. So hopefully you got more than that. But anyways, you could survive on that.
Your startup costs are going to range anywhere from $3,000 to $5,000.
That's it. Yep.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yep. And you'll know that once you're here, come on a scouting trip, come on an exploratory trip, have your checklist, what to check in, and you'll find that everything you hear on this channel turns out to be factual.
Yeah.
Isn't that great?
We don't sugarcoat nothing.
No.
Tell it straight.
Yeah, you don't have the bullshit like you see it. All right, JJ goes on. Good evening, guys. Hey, Brooke, where's a good place to watch Super Bowl on Monday? Can't tell you. Oh man, it's going to be swamped in there.
It
Yeah,
already
the
is.
clubhouse is where to go.
Clubhouse, Fraser's is
Well, I called
doing it as
Fraser's.
well.
They're booked solid, so
Yeah.
you know, clubhouse didn't need reservations. I was told so.
It's first come, first serve.
Yeah.
So I think it's going to be standing room only.
And they can pack them in there, so
Yeah.
don't worry.
Yeah.
They'll be hooting and hollering. Roger with a D. I have a friend coming out in May. A Visa bank account, driver's license, all done. 32,000 bought.
There you
So
go.
a little over. That'd be 960 American.
No, that's $1,000 because the rate
Yeah,
right now
roughly.
is
Yeah,
31.
you're right. I use them. Yeah.
So
three.
yeah, roughly 1,000.
Yep.
Yeah. $1,030 thereabouts.
Perfect.
Yeah.
So he gets all that. He gets his Visa, bank account, driver's license for that. That's a damn good deal.
That's a damn good deal.
Yeah.
Oh, heck yeah.
Roger with a D, 120 Australian for a non-O done in Oz. Yeah, you want to do the non-O's out of country.
Because you'll save 50% on your visa costs when you get here, folks.
True.
And I made a video about that. And that's what my video is about, helping you guys save money.
Yep.
You
Go
know?
back and watch that if you want to know.
Because we
about it.
paved the road. We're boots on ground experience. We found the cheapest way to do things and the right way to do things. And that's the information we put out on the channel. And if that's what you want to hear from your YouTuber that's going to tell you straight, ain't going to BS you, give us a thumbs up. That's all we ask. It's not a lot.
That's a fact.
Pound it.
Check.
It's free.
Javon Styles, trust me, in Atlanta, rent on a 2-bedroom apartment alone is the same as your basic villa and utility budget. I'm smiling like a Thai local right now.
Yeah.
Yep. Javon
And that's
knows.
the difference.
He's been here and he brought his family over, his uncle. I think it's
Now, that 2-bedroom apartment, are you going to have a pool? Probably not. Are you going to have a
talking about
gym?
me?
No, Javon.
Oh.
What he's
Oh,
referring
back
to.
in Atlanta.
Back
Sorry.
in
Yeah.
Atlanta, are you going to have a pool? Are you going to have free parking? You're going to have a gym? All those things, you know, and a lot of apartments, unless it's an apartment complex, you know, that's secure with a gate and all that, you may have a pool, but that's probably about all you'll have.
They
And
are
then-
building thousands of units here.
Yeah.
And boy, they look like state-of-the-art buildings, don't they?
Yeah.
I don't think there's going to be any increase in rental prices coming up, so we'll see. Mr. For Your Sister, there he is. Hello, Darlene, Coop, and Brooke. This video was needed. A lot of bad info out there, and by that I mean up-to-date info for the new economy changes.
Yeah.
Yeah, AI is coming.
Yeah, there's people putting out fake videos. I see it.
Well,
it pops up on my YouTube.
sure.
When I'm watching
Clickbait
it.
videos.
Yeah.
And, yeah.
I came to Thailand on $5,000 a month. I went home broke. I couldn't make it.
Oh, that's
You know,
bullshit.
I was like, the whole video was AI.
Well, sure.
Guy had 128,000 views. You know why he
No
did
kidding.
it? 128,000 views in 3 days.
No kidding.
Yeah.
Wow. So he's doing it
My
for the
most popular video I ever made only had 80,000 views.
bingo. Yeah.
And he got 123 in 3 days with basically a BS fake title.
Yeah.
And the whole video was AI.
Well, you know, I was thinking about that today, Coop. With AI coming, I do believe that it's going to eliminate a lot of jobs. Okay. And probably a lot of jobs people never expect. Now, to me, that means, Christ, there might not be jobs for those people. If what they're trained in, it could be a lawyer, could be whatever, data, you know, coder, there ain't no jobs for them anymore. AI is doing it all.
Yeah.
What are they going to do? Well, hopefully they've saved, they can retire. I mean, so my nephew's 41. He's saved. He was saved a singer. So he's here.
Yeah.
And he's loving it. And he's living on, I wouldn't say he's rich, but he's got he's put it this way, he's not touching his principal. He's living off what he's earning on his money. And there's, you can do that. So my point, there might be a lot more people looking at retirement just simply because of AI.
Yeah.
And boy, when they look, they're probably scared when they look around their Western countries, what it takes to retire. Hey, look to Asia, guys.
Yeah. So if you got friends out there in that situation, send them our way to the channel. Say, hey, there is a second option.
Yeah, friends and family. mean, maybe you guys got kids out there and you're worried about, they're in their 30s, 40s, 50s. What happens if they get laid off? Is there a future for them? Well, they don't need a whole lot of money to live in Thailand and have a good life.
Yeah.
Lost Wages says, Cooper, I believe that you mentioned that you and Darlene like to eat out at A6.
ANX.
ANX. Okay. A reasonably priced meal out. Yeah, it is. Please tell us about ANX. What sort of restaurant fast food is ANX? Thank you.
Okay. AENX. Okay. So it's AE and EK. It's a Thai restaurant chain, and there's about 5 of them in the Pattaya area. The food is exceptionally cheap. You could not go out and buy it and cook it at home for the same price.
That's
You really couldn't. And it's home cooked meals. It's the best way to describe it. Is it fast food? No.
No.
Everything is cooked in a proper kitchen with proper staff. There's nothing already sitting there under a hot lamp for 2 hours waiting for you to buy it, like there is a McDonald's, for example. You're not going to eat stale French fries there. They're all cooked fresh. Everything's cooked fresh to order. And it's frequently used by Thais more than it is foreigners.
When you see Thais in there,
it's a little secret
yeah,
that you have to know a Thai to find out about.
and the price will be right.
And the Thais are eating there because they're like, damn,
Yeah,
this is really good food.
and affordable.
Yeah. And Nomad Jack came with us because we go there every Wednesday after
Badminton, yeah.
and he ordered the salmon. Now, I think the salmon was like $5 for the salmon. He said to me, Coop, he said, that's the best salmon I've had in all of Thailand.
Wow.
And everywhere he goes that serves salmon, he always orders it.
Yeah.
He said that was the best. And it was a $5 salmon.
We had the chicken burger there, didn't we? It was
Chicken
huge.
burger, fries, and a drink.
I've had a spinach dish there, was excellent. I think you had a
It was
pork
$4.
steak. Yeah. The pork steak was excellent. So
Yeah, the pork steak with the peppercorn sauce on there was to die for. Came with salad, fries, and a drink.
yeah,
And you're talking $4, folks.
kind of a hidden gem.
It is a hidden
Yeah,
gem
don't see a lot of expats in there like some of them.
because they don't know about it.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
Yeah.
But the Thais sure do, and they flock there. So
Yeah, maybe one day I'll make a video on it and I'll film the menu for you,
Oh, I
so
would.
you guys can see
Yeah.
the prices. I'll see if I can get permission to go in there and film it for you.
now it's A is the letter A,
AE
E the letter E,
and
and then there's an and sign.
symbol
Yeah, and then it's
EK.
EK.
Yeah.
Yeah.
AE and EK. It's a Thai steakhouse.
What a sale. Good morning, CBD, from a cold South Texas morning.
Mm.
Ooh, Thailand looks to always be affordable compared to the rest of the world. Yep.
And what's your budget? What a sale. Look, come on, guys. Let us know in the comments. What are you paying for your lifestyle where you are right now compared to what we're paying?
Europeans, Australians, Canadians,
Yeah, South
Americans,
Africans,
they're all here.
Denmark,
And everyone
Australia,
says,
Canada,
"Oh my God,
America.
it's
Let us know
affordable."
what you guys
Yeah.
are paying. What's your budget right now where you are?
What a sale. Hit that like button. Make Darlena smile. Yeah, that does
Yes,
help the
please.
channel.
It's free.
Javon Styles, I'll be getting my own parking space across from A&E Steak at Mapachan Lake. That's one of them.
Yeah.
Is the location closer to Jumped In just as good and Cheap Charlie friendly?
Yes.
Yeah.
Cheaper than Cheap Charlie's. Substantially cheaper than Cheap Charlie's.
I only do the breakfast at Cheap Charlie's.
Yeah, I've gone there for lunch a couple of times,
Okay.
but A&X beats it.
Oh,
hands
yeah,
down.
by far.
And all of them serve the 5 A&X that we have here, Javon, also have the exact same menu. It's not like you go to they're different restaurants. They're the same restaurant. It's a chain that the family have. They built 5 restaurants.
I only know of 2 of them, but
Yeah.
hopefully there is 5 because
It says it on the menu. It shows you exactly where they are, the location.
okay. Mike Doty and Little Mike, never the Patriots ever. You know, it's funny. I wasn't a fan.
we got
of,
war talk.
I wasn't a fan of Brady at all until he went to Tampa. Then I became a big fan, and he won us. He won it for us. So yeah, he's in our good books. David Lowe, I'm looking at houses and villas and condos, and my head is spinning with so many options and places. Can't believe every new place I see. I can't believe how much diversity of choice. Yeah, David, just rent here.
There's a choice for any budget.
Yeah, just rent here,
Yeah.
David, on a short-term basis, and then you get time to tour around and see, and you'll see what you like and don't like.
Yeah. Because one of our subscribers is just moved in, was starting to move into the house behind us.
Yeah.
And I helped him find it. And very nice couple. I'm not going to put their names out because they may not want other people to know where they're moving to. And when they were looking for pool villas in the area, the cheapest they could find was double what I'm paying for mine.
Okay, wow.
Double. It was $2,500 to $3,000 a month.
Yeah,
And I'm paying $1,300.
Yeah, you don't need to go up that high.
Yeah.
I don't think at all.
That was the cheapest they could find.
Mr. For your sister, the biggest saving by far for most guys are this: housing and transportation. Yep.
Yes.
I do not think shopping at a regular market is dramatically cheaper as I would expect it to be.
It is.
Yeah, but you will save more on your housing and transportation. You don't need a car here. You take these taxis here, these Bolts,
Yeah.
for like $2 to $3 a ride. You don't need a vehicle. You
Your
can
electric, your water, your
Cheaper.
your internet,
Yep.
cheaper, your cell phone package.
Yep.
For your, for your phones and your internet usage, substantially cheaper.
Yeah.
$20 a month, all you need for your cell phone, and that's all calls and your internet. taken
Eating
care of.
out way cheaper.
Mm.
My buddies that like their beer are paying 39 baht, so a little over $1. What, $1.25 maybe?
About $1.10, yeah.
Buck, yeah. Compared to what, $5 to $10 a beer back home?
And that's with the live band playing too.
Yeah,
So you're getting free entertainment.
our
too.
buddies from England, they're paying pounds back there, which is more than $1.
I think the average price for a pint in London is about £5 a pint.
Oh, more than that.
Yeah.
Yep.
If you go into a bar in London.
Crazy.
Yeah.
And Truck Morton, there she is. I got good results back today from my CT scan yesterday. My cost was $69.95 Thai baht, so $220 US. Well done.
Yeah.
How come a scan was never mentioned during years of COPD treatment in the US of A? Well,
Different doctors.
yeah. State-of-the-art medical here, I find, and very affordable compared to anywhere else on the planet I've been.
Yeah. Now, that CT scan probably would have been 10 times more in the US. Probably been $2,000 for a CT scan
Yeah, yeah.
in a hospital in the US.
I've had
Plus.
x-rays done. Well, meeting a specialist. You walk in,
Mm.
I had that ear plugged
Yeah.
from diving, and
Yeah.
it didn't go away after a month. And I said, I got to go see a specialist.
Yeah.
Figured, well, Canada, you'd be waiting months.
Yes.
Okay. You walk in 15 minutes later, you're sitting in the specialist ear, nose, and throat office.
Yeah.
And the guy's fully trained, and state of the art equipment. So, yeah.
Now, Annie, what would that have cost you if you had a CT scan in the US?
Thousands, probably.
Yeah.
Michael
I'm
Avila,
guessing.
it's all good, guys. I have a plan to stay for 5 months at a time. Yep. Hard to have a relationship that way, though. Yes
People
and
do.
no. People do. Yep.
Yeah. Bubba does. Yeah, he's got his long-term girlfriend. They've been together, and so does Alfa Romeo.
Yeah. Years.
He's been with Penn, I think, 5 years.
6 years, I believe.
Five,
yeah.
6 years.
Now, he comes over more than once a year, though.
Twice a year.
Yeah, but he doesn't stay 5 months at a time.
No,
Like,
2
I think
months.
maximum 2 months. And
2
then
months at a time.
other times are a week, 2 weeks, whatever. Yeah. So,
Yeah,
but yeah, you can, it's definitely possible.
it is. Yeah. And she's been very faithful and waited for him all this time.
Big thing, guys,
Lovely
you've
girl.
got technology now that you can do it on an iPad or a phone, and it's like you're in the room.
Exactly.
So, and it's so cheap. I mean, it's not like the old days where you were worried about how many minutes you're on the phone because you're paying by the minute. You know what I mean? I remember those. It's free. You
Yeah.
know, got internet, it's free.
Yeah.
Mr. For your sister, Anthrock Morton, did you have bad insurance? Normally, if you suspect a person to have COPD, you get the scan or the x-ray first and then the scan. Okay, well, I'm not a doctor.
I don't know what
it's above my
insurance
pay
plans
grade
you
on that
had
one.
in the U.S. I don't know.
Terry Fallon, guys, I have to say affordability is a big reason that we're looking at Thailand. I think it is for everybody.
Yeah.
You know, and why not? Electric bill for January was $302 back in Ontario.
302. Mine was 191, and I have a swimming pool.
Yeah, mine was.
And the
like
pump is running
70
6 hours
bucks
a day.
Now he's talking Canadian, so I
Yeah.
should do, you know, by 4. But yeah, no, it's definitely, and you know, it's not that people are here because it's the only place they could live. I don't even think that applies to us. It's just we've chosen to why waste the money, you know. That back home, you know, at 73, I'd probably be dipping into retirement, but you got enough to last 20 years. So that takes you to 93. Then we'll take it year by year. But here, you don't touch your principal and you save money, you know? So, yeah,
Exactly.
kind of fun. And I do love the weather, and the people are friendly, and you know, you don't have the crime. And yeah. Mike Doty and Little Mike, I pay anywhere from $150 to $200 a month for my 600 square foot 1 bedroom. Fantastic. Of course, that's sarcasm. It's disgusting. He's talking his Thai prices. Mr. For your sister, if I can get away with only spending $10,000 the first 2 months in country, I'm happy. And most of that is the deposit on the house, and I'll probably rent a car for 2 months. $300 a month for 2 months. Okay, my car hack. All right. Well, I think when you get here, Mister, try using the Bolt. Keep track of your expenses, and Jesus, you'll find that so cheap.
The first 2 months in country, 10,000 US.
Look,
oh yeah, no problem.
That's $10 a day US for the car rental.
Yeah.
$10 a day is you're going to get 320 baht. You can take like 3 trips a day. Well, why would you need 3 trips a day? One there, one back. You can do a trip every day somewhere and back and still be cheaper.
Yeah.
Yeah. Then the gas you don't have to pay. Insurance you don't worry about. Well, everyone's different. Valletta's World. Today's rate is $2,066 US.
So that's what she pays for her accommodation back in the US.
Oh, wow. Okay.
At today's rate, $2,066 a month.
Gotcha.
That's a lot. That is a lot compared to Thailand.
Oh, shit. Yeah. Robert Pierpont, $900 a month in water and electric. Ooh, I pay $125 on average for water and electric. An expense a month is $150, but I do heat with wood, which costs me $300 a year for a few cord of wood, probably, which breaks down to $25 a month over the year. Okay, good to know.
Yeah.
I know my brother used to have a wood stove, and he'd buy cords of wood, have it stacked. Hello, all. WD says, Pattaya is now my #1 choice for retirement. In April, for 50 days, I will be checking out Krabi and Pattaya Phuket due diligence. We'll have about 6,000 PM to live on per month. Okay, good for you. Well, that's money.
That's an exceptionally good budget.
Oh, yeah.
Yes. Yeah.
You got something like that, guys. Hey, don't be afraid of a nice waterfront 2-bedroom, 2-bath. You could even do a penthouse on that if you wanted. So, yeah. Rick Pease, I own my home with property taxes $5,500 a year, insurance $4,300 a year. That is $816 a month just for those 2.
Yeah, and that's without his electricity, water, and gas.
And I'm assuming the house probably paid for.
Yeah.
So, you know, yeah. $800 a month here. Just those 2 alone would get you
a 2-bedroom.
Get you a villa.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, you could. 2-bedroom, get my 2-bedroom, 2-bath for sure.
Yeah.
And you did best the rest of your money and live easily.
He hit the thumbs up. Thank you,
Good.
Wildlife One.
Yeah. Mike Doty, so far that startup money, how much you think?
3,000 to 5,000.
Yeah.
Would be your ideal startup. Depends on how picky you are of a person. You know, you may be one of those people that say, I can only sleep with a foam pillow. I don't like feather pillows. I don't like feather blankets. You know, I'm more into polyester or silk or whatever. You know, whatever your taste is, if there's things you want to change, you got to allow for that. Maybe you want a bedside lamp so you don't wander around in the dark trying to find the light switch to go to the bathroom, or if you're somebody that gets up in the middle of the night to go to the toilet. You know, little things that you don't expect.
Yeah.
You know, they add up. And that's why we say 3,000 to 5,000.
And you can get like Lazada.
And that includes your 2 months deposit and your rent too.
Oh yeah, and Lazada here for the little things you need. You can't beat Lazada. It's just as good or better than Amazon, in my opinion.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it's typically free delivery. And oh Jesus, if they charge delivery charges here, you order food,
30 baht.
30 baht.
$1.
Yeah, not even. Yeah, like there you go. Yeah, it's
My brother lives in New York, and to order a pizza and have it delivered, it's $12 delivery charge.
oh my Buddha.
We get charged $1.
Yeah. Mike Doty and Little Mike, Rick Pease, property tax here in good old Long Island, New York, 15,000 a year in property tax.
You
Wouldn't
could
that-
live here on that.
Shit, yeah.
Yeah.
You can be sure the government is robbing you in New York. I have no clue why people stay here. It's disgraceful. Yeah, well, I heard that about California too, man. They're
Yeah.
taxing the heck out of you.
Yeah, I got a brother and an uncle in New York.
And it's going to get worse, Coop, the taxation. They're going to look for any way they can to raise funds. Some stupid talk. And, yeah, but who knows? They're all going to need it. So my point, it ain't going to get better.
No.
Where they're living in the West now, in these foreign countries that, Western countries, European, get the printing presses spinning. So look out, guys. What a sale. The best selling point in Thailand is the constant smiles on Cooper Brooke's faces every week. Says it all. You get up every
We're
morning.
loving life.
Oh, geez. You go out in the balcony and shit, another day in paradise.
Yep.
Yeah. Raiders sub. Hello again, wonderful people in the land of smiles. What about $3,000 a month for two people with no extracurricular activities like live a decent retirement? You're damn straight.
Oh, yes.
You won't spend that much.
No.
You'll save money every month.
Yeah. And if you're in a 2-bedroom condo, if you want to be in a 2-bedroom like Brooke, have a little bit extra space. A lot of people don't say, a shoebox is too small for 2 people, 1 bedroom, better known as.
Yeah.
You can do that for $700 a month.
Yeah.
That's your biggest expense. Your electric, your water, say another 300. So that gives you a third of your income is paid for your accommodation, your rent, and your electricity.
I got a buddy, and he's in a 2-bedroom, 2-bath, oceanfront.
Yeah.
Beautiful view. Nothing blocking that. And he's paying about 12,000 baht a month more than I am.
Okay, so he's paying near what I'm paying.
Yeah, maybe a touch under that. So there's your options. You know what I mean? I don't need the waterfront. Might be nice someday. I'll see. But yeah. So your options are, and that for 3,000, that could get you that type of accommodation.
Oh yeah.
You
can get a 2-bedroom with a beautiful ocean view for
3,000 a month. You could eat out every day.
$800 or $1,000 a month.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Definitely. I meant drinking our girls. Yeah. No, if you drinking our girls, then you'll add a little bit more to the budget.
Yeah.
We don't need that. Mister, for your sister, I'm naturally cheap. I think most of us here are, I wouldn't say cheap. We're just wise with our money.
Yeah.
Yeah. $500 above my rent costs would be great, but I will barely touch that. Hopefully I will only spend $1,500 a month over rent a few times also. Yeah.
$1,500 a month over rent.
Yeah. So
That's a
have his
lot in
rent and then
Thailand.
15. Yeah, you'll live good on that.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Now, accommodation, guys, is your big expense. Keep in mind, you want to save money, come during low season.
Get that bargain.
Get that bargain. It's low season's a better price. Then you're going to probably be asked for a year contract. But, if you want that, fine. If you don't, tell them. And if they do ask for your contract, say, well, what's the deal if I book for a year? and you'll get
Give me a
price.
better rate. Yeah.
And-
What's
and-
your happy price?
Well, before
Yeah.
you get to that,
Yeah.
say, well, what if I pay 3 months, 6 months in advance? What kind of rate?
Mm.
And then go, well, what if I paid you a year?
Mm.
Okay, that's a little more than my. What's your happy price?
Mm.
And then you might get them smile and even get a better deal. Meaning you can save a lot of money if you're able to negotiate.
Now, JE, he watched that live stream that I did where I mentioned Malcolm Hawken gave us the advice. Say, what's your happy price? You'll get
Yeah.
a better deal from any Thai person. And he said, I decided to try it. He wanted to buy some new curtains. And he got a better deal than I did from the same vendor.
Hey,
He
knowing
said,
the,
Coop, it worked.
knowing the
I'm gonna do
lingo,
that from
right
now on
place,
now.
the right time.
Yeah.
I think did I miss some of that last one there? Sorry.
Oh, sorry. Hey, Brooke.
How are the meat prices at Macros? I love Del Gaucho next to Fraser's. Yeah, been there. But I'll be eating at El Mamo's Villa Grill. Yeah, you're all invited over for dinner, of course. The meat prices, I find the steak prices are, well, I don't buy the steak there. It's a little rich.
Yeah.
I found the Food Villa or the Food Land,
The
whatever.
Villa Market.
No, not that one. Beside the
Oh, the food
bus.
market.
Yeah,
Yeah.
is kind of a good
Food
steak.
Land, it's called. Yeah.
The kilo price on ground beef, I do eat a lot of ground beef because
Mm.
it's good for you when you're working out, is like $2.50 a kilo, so it's pretty reasonable.
So what's that, $7?
Yeah, but the chicken here is cheap as chips.
So $3.50 a pound.
yeah, well, $2.50 is a kilo.
2.2
$7.50.
pounds to
No,
a
no.
kilo.
Well, whatever. Anyways,
Yeah. So yeah, it's about $3.50 a pound.
but your pork and chicken are cheaper.
beef.
Probably beef's your more expensive cut, but
Yeah.
it's still cheaper than the West. I don't know. They're crazy prices back in Canada.
Yeah.
Just, the shortage of beef. Who knows? Rick Price, Mr. Singh, and then the rain. Yeah, there he goes. Raider sub, cost of living looks very attractive, but what about long term if the Thai government revoked the visa?
Why
Revoked the
would
vi-
they?
Yeah, why would they?
Why
They
would
live
they?
off of tourism, guys. Trust me.
The Thai economy, over 20%,
Closer to
It's-
30.
closer to 30 now, is off of foreigners for
Yep.
their GDP. Without foreigners, they would be in a world of hurt. The last thing they want is to stop the visas for people coming here.
Immigration agents, our agents, you're buying food, that's those vendors. You're shopping at markets, that's those vendors. I mean, it's so much is related to, tourism. And we have, like the expats spend the money.
The Thai people have used their life savings to build businesses here for the tourists
Yeah.
and the retirees. The last thing they're going to want is for them to go away tomorrow.
You figure the average Thai probably makes $400 to $500 a month, say on average.
US, yeah.
US dollars. We're bringing in 1,500 to 3,000.
Yeah.
Hello, that's where so now to answer your point, there's no reason the Thai government would do that,
No.
because they'd be cutting their own lifeline, let's say, income, GDP. It would be ridiculous. However, never say never. Should something happen, boy, that's why I rent. Pack the bags, we're going to Vietnam. Pack the bags, we're going to Mexico. Pack the bags, we're going to Malaysia.
Yeah.
There'll be some place on the planet where you'll just decide, yep, it's time to leave. But
Yeah.
I don't see that happening.
No.
I've traveled a bit. I'm so impressed with Thailand compared to every place else on the planet I've been
Well,
to.
I've been coming here for 30 years, Brooke.
Oh,
30 years I've been coming to Thailand.
Mr.
And
Good Boy.
since the first day I came to Thailand, I met retirees 30 years ago that were on retirement visas.
Yeah. There you go.
The writing's on the wall there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sam T says, you boys sell your crypto yet?
Heck no, hodl.
Yeah. My only crypto is Strategy, which owns Bitcoin.
Yeah.
The man with the coins wins. Mr. For Your Sister, I just read that most Americans have around $1,000 saved for retirement.
Wow.
Whoa, that ain't enough. There will be a mass exodus pretty soon. You can't leave if you only got $1,000. No, you won't even pay the plane flight. So yeah,
That just about covered the plane ticket.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. There's probably an income threshold, guys. You shouldn't come. Mainly because hopefully you won't starve in your own country. Hopefully there's some safety net for you.
I'm wondering if that's a typo. I think it's closer to 10,000, ain't it?
What's that?
Most Americans have saved up for their retirement.
No, I think he's got a point. I think 50% of the people don't have like a 2 weeks earnings ahead of the game. You know, they're living paycheck to paycheck. Is my point.
Wow.
Wow. That is, yeah. Wow. I know Canada has a safety net, so you know you're not going to starve if you're in Canada. You know, you can get on welfare. Is my point, but there's no welfare here.
No.
Like you know, if you're hungry, you're on. If you don't pay your rent, you're on the street. If you're hungry, there ain't no place to soup kitchens. You know what I mean? So, yeah, yeah. So if that's all you have, $1,000, you're not going to make it. Sam T, nobody gives a hoot about the Super Bowl. You idiots would quit watching sports and pay attention to your country and what goes on around your neighborhoods. The USA wouldn't be so screwed up. Well,
somebody's in a good mood.
Isn't he in a good mood?
Yeah.
No, a lot of people do care about the Super Bowl. It's tremendous. It is fun to watch. You know what I mean? And
so he don't like it. Oh, well.
One thing you find here, Sammy, people don't really get involved in the politics or the drama. It's kind of interesting to watch from a distance. It's almost like it's its own entertainment. But in Thailand, yeah, you don't get wrapped up in it. So you just get up in the morning, you look out in your balcony at the beautiful sunshine and barely a cloud in the sky and say, Jesus, another day in paradise. So, yep, come on over, you'll see it.
And then he says,
you boys need to go pay attention to your families, your neighborhood, and your schools. Well, yeah, like
not here in Thailand. I don't.
No. Well, people find it odd when I say if I was in the government, well, in Canada, I would say I wouldn't give aid to any country because there's people, you know, homeless in Canada. I'm sure the States as well. Like, why is Canada assisting other countries when they don't have their own issues looked after?
Yeah.
But it's the way of the world. So, you know, I don't get wrapped up in it.
And then he says, but hey, there's still some people that think wrestling is real. It's not.
It's not?
Wow.
I was way back when there was, Sweet Daddy Siki and Sky Low. Anyways, Mr. For Your Sister, Raider sub, you have to do something or an act of God for that to happen. And by act, I mean your government and Thailand have issues with each other.
Yeah.
Yeah.
For them to cancel the visas.
Yeah. Canada, we're too nice, so nobody's going to cancel us.
Thailand, they call it the land of smiles for a reason. They don't have any enemies. You know, their only enemy is Cambodia. You know, right now. That's it.
Yeah, they don't tend to like that.
You know, they get along with the Russians, the Chinese, the Americans, and the Europeans.
Even that so far away from us, we don't get affected down here.
Yeah.
Sam T, so it's okay. I give all your sports fans a return. My voice will go.
You woke up on the wrong side of the bed today.
Tell you, I got hooked on the rugby since I've been here.
Yeah.
I got some Aussie mates that, man, they got me hooked on that NRL. Yep, it's fun too. Jeffrey Epstein is the one who created. No, he's not.
No, he's not.
Sammy.
Nope. I've seen the emails that it is a pile of crap. Absolutely not true. He asked for a meeting with the founders of Bitcoin. Yeah, so, nope, not true. And it's in the emails. Go read them.
No, if I was coming on the crypto starts. Yeah, no.
Yeah.
WD, true or false? A marriage visa can only be initiated in Thailand. And if true, just show up on a visa exemption. I guess they're talking about marrying a Thai.
Okay, no. The best way to answer that is both. Okay, You can, if you're wanting to retire in Thailand and you're married, you can get a 90-day non-O for you and your spouse before you come here.
Okay.
Okay. Or you can come here, get the retirement visa, and then get your spouse added onto your retirement visa. And Singh is able to do it. So both.
Or in my case, I brought my fiance here and got married in Thailand.
Yeah. And then put her on.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because initially she was on.
And Singh was able to do that, where the rest of them told me, "Oh, we don't do that shit, man. Nobody does that." What?
Yeah. But no, initially Jackie was on an education visa.
Yeah.
Learning to speak Thai.
Yep.
Yeah. Going to Thai school. Yeah.
Raider Sub, you both are living in the land of smiles, boots on the ground, factual, actual. You both are awesome. Lots of videos are fake and AI these days. There's more AI, artificial intelligence videos.
They make me laugh.
Oh, shit.
Yeah.
Some of the, like, lions fighting with crocodiles and hippos being chased by tigers.
Yeah. That guy that got 128,000 views on that.
That's why they do it, guys,
Yeah,
because the views.
I saw the comment section, and one of our subscribers wrote in there, "This is the biggest load of BS I ever heard. If you want to see factual information about Thailand, go to Cooper's Thai Adventure."
Oh, good.
So he gave us a plug. Thanks.
Cooper's Thai Adventure. Yeah.
Yeah.
What a sale. My friends somehow only see the bad Thailand videos.
Yeah.
I haven't seen any bad. Send them to me and think I am crazy. Well, Thailand, here comes crazy. Yeah, it's unfortunate. Bad videos. I haven't seen any bad videos. What are they talking about? Like expats behaving badly? Yeah.
I took a bar girl home back to my hotel room and she left with my wallet.
Well,
You know,
don't do that.
you know, you put it in a safety deposit box, guys,
Yeah,
in the
like-
room, in the safe. You know, don't leave
Stupid
it out on the
is,
bedside
stupid
table.
does.
You know, you hear these stories. You know, if you're gonna put 100,000 baht on the bedside table, that's more than she's gonna earn in probably 3 months. You know, working as a bar girl. So you know, don't put the temptation
No,
out there.
Yeah.
And those are the sort of videos you hear about.
You want to
the
meet a
bad
nice Thai girl?
Yeah.
Go to the mall.
Yeah.
They'll probably be speaking English. Go to a restaurant in the mall.
Yeah.
You know, massage, the good massage places, not the ones with happy endings, just the regular. There's lots of them here.
Oh yeah.
A lot of them will speak English. And we have subscribers, came here with no intention, maybe got 3 or 4 massages, kind of like that girl. They got talking, and now, you know, they're a couple.
Yeah.
Isn't that nice? And
Exactly.
they're happy. And this is like 2 years ago.
Yeah.
So they're still together. So yeah, never say never. Raider Sub, Mr. For your sister. Hope nothing changes on the retirement visas. Nothing's going to change.
No,
They'll
they've had
always-
it ever since I've been first came here 30 years ago.
Yeah.
They've had the retirement visa, albeit it's gone up double in price.
Yeah,
since
price wise,
then
might be.
in 30 years. But everything in the West has gone up 10 times over
Sure.
the last 30 years. Thailand's only gone up double.
Yeah.
So
Make sure your money makes you money, guys. That's the bottom line. Raider Sub, what a sale here in Texas. I'm in Austin. Yeah, that's a nice area.
that's where my sister is.
Yep.
Austin. Yeah.
That's where the cyber cabs, Cooper, are running around now with no drivers.
Yeah.
Mr. For your sister, Raider Sub, this is why you always have a boogie bag and a plan B. I'm looking at 3 countries, Malaysia, Thailand, Cambodia, I don't know about. Thailand, definitely. And Malaysia is also nice, but I think it's a little more not visa friendly, let's say there.
Yeah.
Used to be, but
Well, what I can say about Cambodia is this. From our subscribers that have actually gone there, they liked it. They said it reminded them of Thailand 20 years ago,
okay.
the way it used to be with the tuk-tuks running around and no taxis. I can remember those days, fantastic days. However, the one thing that stopped them from choosing that as a retirement destination is the medical let them down. The medical is very substandard. And if you have an emergency over there, you have to come to Thailand. Well,
Yeah, and they do.
that's an airplane.
Yeah.
And a lot of airplane companies, if you got something seriously wrong with you, they won't let you on the plane.
Okay,
You know, so you have to bear that in mind too.
true.
Yeah.
Malaysia, I've heard good things about.
I have.
The only
But the retirement visa is incredibly hard
Yeah,
and expensive.
I've heard that. Yeah.
Yes, you have to have a very high net worth to get a retirement visa
Yep.
in Malaysia. Yeah. Moving along.
What a sale. My monthly currently is 2,700. Yep, you'll live good on that here.
Yeah. So if that's what you're paying in the US, you can expect to pay under half of that here.
Yep.
Yeah.
Or you'll live like a king here on that too.
Yeah.
Rick Price, I pay $2,000 a month in US. I guess he's renting it. Is
Yeah.
he?
2,000 a
Oh
month.
shit. You can live here on that.
Oh, you'd live here
Yeah.
for everything, your food, your internet, your electric, your water, your accommodation, everything would be
People
included
probably
in that
find that hard to
2,000.
believe, but we did when we got here. Can't believe how cheap things are.
Yeah. So just your rental price, Rich, would cover your whole life in Thailand per month.
We went in looking at a 15,000 baht unit,
Yeah.
and by the time we were done negotiating, we got it for 10. And we paid a year. Who cares? 3,600 for a whole year's rent.
Yeah.
You know, and it's paid in full. You never got to worry the rest of the year for a payment.
Yeah. 2 months of his rent paid ours for the full year.
Yeah.
Exactly.
What a deal. Tommy the Tominator. Good evening, Cooper, Brooke, Darlene, and Tubers. I'm trying to defrost while you guys are in t-shirts.
Got to wrap it up, guys. We're at 1 hour 46 minutes now.
What's the bum's rush here? Mike Doty and Little Mike, my bills alone, $5,000 a month. Holy Christ! But I
Wow.
live in one of the most expensive states in America. Yep,
Wow, 5,000 a month.
Christ, you'll love it here. Valletta's World, 6,000 here in Douglasville, Georgia.
That's what she pays a month.
No, that's what she
Is that
lives
your
on.
outgoings, or is
I
that
think
your
that's
what
probably
your
what she's living
salary
on.
that you get coming in? Little confused on that. A Valletta.
Rent have paid for car. Rick Price. Okay. Pennsylvania, medium-sized city. Rick Price is in.
Okay.
Terry Fallon, 3,500 to 4,500 a month for sure here. Yeah, yep. That's things are a little cheaper up in Bancroft than they would be in Toronto. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? Or Vancouver is even worse, probably. So stay out of the big cities in
And
Canada.
for 2,500, that would be all in here in Thailand.
Oh, those what you're paying there, Terry, you'll
Yeah.
live great.
Half price off.
Yeah, you won't
Yeah.
believe it. Rick Price, Terry, is that Canadian dollars? Would be.
Yes. Yeah.
Yep. Michael Villa, you can find very cheap apartments away from the ocean. Oh, yeah. Depends on where you want.
You can.
Yeah.
There's apartments on the dark side. There's condo complexes on the dark side. And the room's only 6,000 baht a month.
Yeah. I know people that are in 7,000 unit bought studios and nice complexes.
I'm talking 6,000 for a one bedroom.
Well, that's even even a good deal.
Yeah.
So definitely available. So that would be 2,500 to 3,500 American. Yep.
Yeah.
Live good. Agreed. I've seen some fantastic condos for rent from 10 to 15,000 baht a month. Yep.
Yeah. Easy.
Raider says in USA, ERCT scan can hit 3,000 to 6,000.
Wow.
Versus 220 here, I think, Annie.
And he paid $220.
Yeah. Hello. Well, that's typical, guys, of the medical care here.
I mean, what's the
And it's
percentage in
state-of-the-art.
that, Brooke?
What's that?
What's the discount in that percentage wise?
Well, she's paying 10% or less than 10% what it would be in the West.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I tend to believe that.
Yeah.
I can't believe how state-of-the-art the medical. And here's what happens, guys. As you get older, unfortunately, the body tends to break down a bit.
Yeah.
And as much as we hate it, and you kind of think, oh, geez, I'll be fine. No, you do get aches and pains. You know, I never used to get ear things, and but you get looked at, and it's so cheap here and state of the art.
Yeah.
So you don't mind going, and to see experts in 5 minutes of arrival, great.
No
Specialists.
long waiting lines.
No long
In and
waiting
out.
lines. I mean, they got me registered now. I've been there a few times in 3 years.
Mm.
So, oh yeah, okay, there's the room, yep. And don't worry. Terry Fallon, Rick Price, right, okay. Michael Veal, I seen a very cool bamboo 1-bedroom house for $300 US. Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
And you get in the provinces, guys.
It's even cheaper than
Cheaper
that.
yet. Yeah. Timmy P says, good morning, Coop, Brooke, and Darlene from Edmonton. I'm late rising this morning, 7 a.m. Oh, yeah, he's just a few hours behind. Hope you're all well. We are. Edmonton will still have snow, I would imagine.
Here's a good example for you. I got a
What's
friend of
that?
mine from England. His name's Ian.
Okay.
He lives just outside Unantani. He's paying $200 a month for a 3-bedroom, 2-bathroom house.
Wowzer.
No pool, not in a gated community, in a Thai village.
Yeah, Thai village. I was going to say, won't be any expats around him.
No, he's the only one.
Yep.
He said there's one guy that's from Sweden.
Yeah.
But he can speak English.
Yeah, good.
You know, and they meet at the 7-Eleven and talk
Sure.
over coffees, you know, a couple mornings a week. But he said it's only $200 a month for a 3-bedroom, 2-bathroom.
Yeah.
Can't beat it.
Not if that's your cup of tea.
Yeah.
Rick Price, I've always thought I could live on $24,000 a year, $2,000 a month if I was willing to live not in big cities or expensive areas. You definitely can do that here, Rick, and maybe there's parts of Canada or the US you can do that in, but I'm sure that would go a long. Oh yeah, it will go a long way in Thailand.
Easy. Yeah.
Yeah, that's kind of our budgets. Timmy P says my gas and power bill for January is 467 Canadian, so that's kind of his utility.
Yeah.
You know, just that alone. That's not property tax or food or anything else. Yep.
Yeah. Big difference.
You can rent here for that. Rick Price, when you consider Social Security averages $2,000 per retiree, it does. Well, there you go.
Well, there you go. Yeah.
Yeah, the U.S. pays their retirees pretty good compared to Canada, I'm talking.
And England.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And Australia, for that matter. I got Aussie buddies. And Talk Martin. Cooper, I asked ChatGPT the cost of the U.S. This is for a low-dose scan. Starts at $330 at a clinic, thousands at a hospital. And the X-ray I had a year ago, my first or second visit, happy with insurance. Okay, so she's happy with her insurance. Good.
Yeah. Thank you for the breakdown, Annie.
Yep. Robert Pierpont, I think Valletta was saying that the income requirement is not what her cost is in the U.S. when she said is today's rate. Okay.
Okay.
Terry Fallon, great to see you guys. Enjoy the Super Bowl. We'll see you hopefully on Wednesdays live. To all in the chat, take care. Got to go walk the dog.
And thank you, Terry, and also everybody in the chat that's got the badge next to their name, helping to support the channel for only $2 a month. Thank you very much. It is appreciated.
T. Doro and Drady, I hope 2,000 a month is enough. Yeah,
it is more than enough. Yeah, 2,000 is a very comfortable budget here in Thailand.
WD, currently spending 20,000 baht equivalent here in Milan, Italy with my Thai wife. Okay, I asked her if she wanted to go down to the pool and gym. Okay, well, he's over in Milan. Good for you.
Yeah.
Guess over for the Olympics, maybe. Like Doty and Little Mike, taxation without representation. Okay, we went to war for that. We are so busy arguing about politics when both sides couldn't care less. Can't wait to get to the land of smiles. Sorry if I'm being morbid. No, you're being realistic.
Get out of Dodge.
Yeah.
There's no politics talk over here.
Nah,
we could care less.
We don't get wrapped up in the drama.
As long as my check comes every month, I don't give a damn.
Yeah.
Yeah. They can do whatever they want back there.
Mr. For your sister, I'm not really picky, but I'm incredibly impatient. I just want to settle in quickly. Plus, I'm not sure on what city I will be in, so that is why I will rent a car up front. Well, you'll definitely
Travel
tour around.
Look around. Yeah.
Yep. Wooly Bully. I spent $2,000 just on the must-have bills, not to include mortgage and healthcare, etc. Okay.
Wow. Yeah.
Maybe he's talking about back home.
And $2,000 is what you'd be in all in for
all
the month
in
there,
here, including your accommodation.
everything.
Yeah. Rick Price, my parents were living on $3,000 a month Social Security combined. That should be.
And we have couples in the same scenario here.
Yeah.
You know, on each one's on Social Security. They're living on $3,000 a month, and they can't spend it.
No.
They cannot spend it. They say, Cooper, I'm saving over $1,000 a month because we just can't spend it, and we're going out having a great time.
I think there's many seniors here that actually are saving money,
Hmm.
and living a great life.
Yeah.
But,
But you wouldn't save. You would be living from paycheck to paycheck in the West.
oh, well, yeah.
Yeah.
Or dipping in or whatever. I don't know. It's hard to say, but
Yeah.
you can definitely live cheaper here. And the other thing, Coop, as you get older, and maybe I'm talking older in the 70s and 80s,
Yeah.
you will spend less.
Yeah.
You don't go out maybe as much, or you don't do as many things. You maybe don't travel as much.
Hmm.
And it's just the way of life. But hey, so better here than there. Dodie Yen, that A&E looks like a nice place. It is. The
yeah.
closest one is at Mapachan Lake in the dark side.
No.
Actually,
The
no.
closest one is on Sukhumvit.
Yeah, just across the road.
Yeah. Just behind Jomtien Hospital.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're good.
It's the
I've eaten
closest
there
one.
a few
Yeah.
times, guys, and Coop's absolutely right. You should do a video on that.
Yeah. I'll try to.
Yeah. Rick Price, working single people, parents have a hard time adjusting their spending from their age 40 to 50s, downsized to the Social Security amounts. Hopefully they have supplemented with 401ks or other savings.
Yeah.
I agree. I mean, I used to have 2 vehicles and, real estate in Canada, real estate in Florida. You kind of get retired. And one thing I realized, less irons in the fire, better. I'm going into retirement now. I'm not in my income earning days.
Yeah.
That's how I got these investments. Now I'm cashing them in and taking my retirement further away.
I've always had a car and a motorbike.
Yeah,
I've always had both. The weekends, I was driving my bike. Monday to Friday, I was using the car to go to work.
I started with bikes, Coop,
Mm.
and then graduated to cars. Had cars all my life.
Yeah.
And then now I'm in Thailand. I'm back to bikes.
No car.
And I like the bikes. Get out on the road, and those trails we do are great. And
Yeah.
it's nice to get that little thrill going. Captain Action, hit that thumbs up, make Darlena smile.
Let's
Thank
try
you.
and get to 100. 100 thumbs up we need for each and every live stream. So if you haven't done it, now's the time to do it. Pound it.
Robert Pierpont, $7 for 2.2 pounds of ground beef is cheap at $6 a pound in my area, so that's to be closer to $14 for 2.2, or about double what Brooke pays. Yeah, no, I wouldn't. It's probably 80% lean, 75 to 80, which I find is actually better for me than the 90% lean. I used to buy back in Aldi's in Florida, but yeah, chicken is cheaper here, guys. Unbelievable. You can buy a whole chicken at the barbecue place, like for $1.19, like what, $3.50.
Yeah.
Okay, Dodie and Brooke, you're a brave man to hodl strategy.
We both are.
Yeah, it'll come around. And I collect my premiums on the options, so I've been doing that for years. Mike Doty, Coop and Brooke, they're saying Bitcoin is going down because of Jeff E. was Satoshi. No. I guess we will talk about this on Wednesday. The crazy stuff.
No, it's not. And I've seen the emails. So they're public knowledge. Anybody can download them and look at them.
All right. I'll say it. Sam T. Watch the language. Okay, good. Mr. Priest, sister. Hey, Brooke, I've been looking at female rugby shorts. I feel dirty. Tim P. Agreed, Brooke. And as veteran, I do not understand how the Canadian government has shelled out billions to Ukraine, and yet we have the second lowest rating in NATO. Oh, yeah. Look at it Anyways, hey. I just stay away from the politics. Javon Styles, I'm following the CB blueprint for my move to Thailand. 1, before buying, rent a condo. Smart. Villa with dividend profits. Okay. 2, get more than one bank account. Yeah, that's good advice. And 3, eat at A&E. 4, marry a Filipina. Jeez, he's
smart. He's
He's
incredibly smart.
Javon, you the man.
Where's he get that from? That person must be exceptionally intelligent.
We were at his nuptials. David Lowe, true or false? Is living in Thailand better for me because Tai Chi will make me a handsome man? Asking for a friend. Click the like button, make everyone smile. You are a handsome man here, regardless of what age or what condition you are.
Exactly.
You are a handsome man.
And if you drink enough, every woman here is beautiful too.
Oh, Jesus, yeah. And they are some beautiful women, guys. Las Wages says, Brooke, estimates vary, but there are more than 700,000 homeless people in the USA. A huge percentage live without shelter, and that's why many gravitate to mild climates. Southern California and even Florida, we had them.
Yeah.
But I remember you never saw homeless in Canada. And boy, the last 15, 20 years slowly started and you were shocked.
Yeah.
And now it's kind of common because I do ask the kids, oh, yeah, they got it.
Yeah.
They got the food, the friendship house, get a meal. And, it's just sad. What a sale. And, well, anyways, Raiders sub living in Corpus Christi. Okay. Robert Pierpont, Las Wages, traders. Florida has a whole lot more homeless than they let on. They live on the southwest coast in the swamp out of sight. In Cali, it's in your face.
It is in your face in Cali. He's absolutely right.
Well, I'm Clearwater, where I was from, like they were under bridges, living in their cars. So maybe, I still call that kind of homeless, but they park underneath one of the overpasses, and there was a bit of a parking area, and not bothering anybody, and sometimes the cops would roust them, sometimes they wouldn't, but having to live in your car, terrible.
In California, they're just out everywhere.
Yeah.
It's very rare you don't go out in California and see a homeless person, and the police don't do anything. They just let them do it. They don't oust them.
That's your government for you.
Yeah.
Rick Price. So I could marry a Thai or Filipina age 62, the right one, of course, and then the U.S. would give her half of my Social Security to supplement our income there. Yeah. Most of
So when you pass, Rich, she would get half your Social Security. So a lot of our American subscribers have done just that. They want to make sure that when they pass, the woman that's taking care of them through sickness and in health, till death do us part, that she's taken care of when he's no longer here.
Yeah.
And I think it's a good thing.
Oh, yeah. I mean,
you can't take it with you when you go. I know you're going to take a cashier's check with you, but
traveler's checks. No, I see lots of expats here and well up in age, let's just say.
Yeah.
With absolutely beautiful Thai women, Filipino for that matter, that are devoted to the man. And, you get the sense that why wouldn't they look after these people? They're with them for quite a while, years, hopefully. And they've always cared for the man and, obviously him for her. And, so you get to a point in a certain age, you think, well, shit, I'm not taking it with me. And, sure, help the family, but then you're going to help the wife too. So. Yeah.
Now, my mom, she used to work as a nurse, but when she got married to my dad, she stopped working. My dad was in the Air Force, so we traveled around the world. I was a military brat, as the terminology goes. And she never worked again because he didn't want her to. But when he passed, he got a Air Force pension from the U.S. Air Force. When he passed, she got 60% of that.
Oh, nice.
Until she passed.
Canada, it's a little different. My wife will get 30% of my pension I paid into, hey, better than nothing.
Yeah.
And she's Filipina, so if she does go back to the Philippines, she'll actually live not bad on that. So, but there'll be others.
Oh, we're over 2 hours now, bro.
Yeah, I know. But she has to be retirement age, right, Rick Price?
No.
No, they don't.
No, they'll get it for life.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, my wife's not going to be close to retirement age, I think. So.
Yeah.
Bettis World, that's my outgoing. Yeah.
Okay, gotcha.
Thought. Mike Doty, peace and God bless all. Yeah.
You take care, Mike.
Belletta, my house note insurance is $3,000. Wowzer.
Yeah.
Las Vegas to Rick Price. If your new wife is living in the U.S., not living in Thailand, and will not work for a young wife, okay. Well, you get a lawyer involved in that, guys, or a estate planner, they'll tell you. Kept in action. Henry from Tampa says, hit that like button. Okay. Mai says, hi from Bali. On accommodation, rent, do not buy. Why? You might want to change from Jomtien to Bang Saray. Correct. Or move from apartment to a house. Correct. If you buy, you limit this flexibility.
Yeah.
Yeah. Unless you're buying for investment, but then you're going to rent it out anyway. So, but even then, I wouldn't keep your money invested in
unless
the
you've been in there for years and you're like, this is the place for me.
Yeah.
And you're certain this is where you want to stay. Then buy.
Roger Walker, good morning, Cooper, Darlene, Brooke, and everyone. I slept late. We'll do the replay. Okay, good.
Thumbs up. Yes, please. And welcome, Roger. We're wrapping it up.
Claire, thanks for bypassing my comments.
Never saw them.
No.
If you put LOL in or the @ symbol, YouTube will block it and we don't see it.
This is the first one I've seen because that's a new name.
Yeah.
Paul Claire. First we've seen Paul. So definitely we don't bypass anybody.
We go through every single comments, even the bad ones that like we had earlier.
And if you put words in, like a website or an email, I think they cut you out.
Yeah, we don't get to see it. So it's not us, it's YouTube there, Paul.
Timmy says, thanks, folks. Stay well. Enjoy the rest of the weekend.
Okay, you too, Tim.
Timmy, go Seahawks. Correct. Brian Barbarek, sorry, missed a lot of the chat. I went for a swim in the sea. I think he's in South Africa.
He is. Durban.
Someone commented that as a single person, USA, they spend $200 to $250 per month. That seems very. No, that's not. That's maybe for
and he can't live
gym
there
membership
on that in South Africa.
yeah,
on food costs.
No, nobody said that. Okay, no, that's
and correct Amundo from What a Sale. That's it. We're at the end of the comments.
Oh, good.
Thank you all. 2 hours and 6 minutes for coming on and enjoying Coopersthaiadventure live stream with our revised budget after 3 years. And that we worked it all out to the T. And, you can see the exchange rate that I put in there and the conversion from Thai baht to US dollars and the total amount here down the bottom. And Brooke did exactly the same. And just to show you that after you get settled in, this is, if you have this sort of budget and you want to be in a bigger condo, like a 2-bedroom or a 3-bedroom pool villa, how much it costs here. Obviously, if you want to go into a studio or 1-bedroom, it'll be a lot cheaper. Yeah. You can save, go down by half the amount that Brooke and I are paying if you're on a lower budget. So like Nomad Jack said in the beginning of the stream, Thailand is budget friendly. It's got a budget for everybody.
Yeah.
If you're on a lower income, you can still do it here in Thailand. You just have to save and you have to go for a cheaper accommodation.
I think both of us, because we were new here at the end of March and 3 years ago.
Yeah.
1-bedroom. It was affordable. We both decided to pay a year in advance. It's new, at least new for me. So I wanted to give it, let's just see how we do here. And, you're watching and you're saving and you're doing that. And then you realize, shit, we can afford it better. So I went to the 2-bedroom. In your case, you went to a 2-bedroom and then a villa. Yeah. And that just tends to happen, guys, because, your income's steady. You're making your money. You're not spending it all. And you realize, oh, shit, I think I will. I do want an ocean view. I do want a bigger unit. So a lot of that happens. Yeah. Okay.
And that's all we got time for on today's show. Rich Price comes in with the last comment. Age 62, wife will get half while I am alive. What does she get when you passed away then, Rich? Yeah. I think your spouse is entitled to 50% of your pension or your Social Security. Correct me if I'm wrong. I'm not at that age, and I'm on disability. So big difference there for me, which is why I have investments. So Darlene will be taken care of when I'm gone. And Wildlife One with the last comment gets in and says, my wife is a Thai citizen, but we married here in Italy. Okay.
Well done. Congratulations.
Okay. Congratulations. Look forward to seeing you both out here soon in the land of smiles. Till next time, wherever you are, good morning, good afternoon, good evening. God bless you all. Stay tuned.
Stay safe. We'll see you Wednesday.
Woke up in the land of smiles, sun shining bright. Elephants wandering through the morning light. Temples glow with gold, the air's alive. Thailand's magic got me feeling so high. From the markets buzzing, colors so bold, to the stories in the streets, ancient and old. Every corner's got a vibe, it's calling my name. Cooper's out here, and I'm loving the game. Coopersthaiadventure, oh what a thrill. Chasing the beauty from the sea to the hills. Coopersthaiadventure, can't get enough. Thailand's got my heart, it's the land that I love. It's the land that I love. Golden beaches, sand so soft and white. Crystal waves crashing under starlit nights. Snorkel in the cold, dance in the tide. Every moment's a wave, I just wanna ride. Pad thai sizzling, spice lights up my soul. Mango sticky rice, yeah, it makes me whole. Tom Yum's got that kick, flavor so divine. Thailand's food's a feast and it's blowing my mind. Coopersthaiadventure, oh what a thrill. Chasing the beauty from the sea to the hills. Coopersthaiadventure, can't get enough. Thailand's got my heart, it's still my heart. It's the land that I love. It's the land that I love. It's the land that I love. From Chiang Mai's mountains to Koh Samui's shore, every step's a story, I'm craving for more. Smiles all around, the people so kind. Thailand's a treasure that's one of a kind. Floating markets, lanterns in the sky. Festivals that spark like the stars up high. Jungles whisper secrets, rivers carve the land. Cooper's holding Thailand in the palm of my hand. Elephants roam in the sunset's blaze. Every day's a wonder lost in a daze. From spicy street eats to the ocean's embrace. Thailand's a paradise I'll never erase. Coopersthaiadventure, oh what a thrill. Chasing the beauty from the sea to the hills. Coopersthaiadventure, can't get it enough. Thailand's got my heart, it's the land that I love. So here's to the nights, the sights and the dreams. Thailand's a wonder bursting at the seams. Coopersthaiadventure, forever I'll stay in the land of smiles, where my heart swept away.